means. Also, why am I not getting notifications for some things but getting notifications for others? What the frick? So my phones get different notifications. There we go. I'd really like to know why. Community love from budget builds. Budget bills, love and comments. Okay. Go to the comment. My research returns blah, 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 blah. Oh, there we go. Somebody actually responded to something. Did somebody reply to my own? Boink. Boink, 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 boink. Hi, Charlie. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you guys actually want me to talk to you? Fuck. You guys are weird. Make sure you hit that like button if you want me to talk to you. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here and just fuck around on my phone. Just playing. Am I? Let me turn this around, by the way. It'll give a better picture. Yay! Or, you know, I could just end the goddamn stream or fuck up my internet or who knows what's going on. He turned the phone around and he lost his internet connection. Yay! Oh, I know what's going on. So I put Steam on this machine because I'm testing out. I had to repair the fans on this graphics card, which is a Radeon 7. One of the first 16 gig cards, by the way. Yeah. And yeah, it was giving me problems. So, fuck yeah! So how are you going to send me those homemade green and red tamales? Justin, Paul, Dale, what's going on, kids? It's all my favorite peoples. Also, maybe I'll start pushing some memberships again because since I stopped mentioning them, over 25 have dropped off because y'all a bunch of bitches. Y'all know who you are. Can't even afford to give a motherfucker $2 a month. Yo, 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 here and thumbed up. Thank you. What's my son's yelling? Your son is yelling that you don't love him anymore because you won't buy him a Red Ryder BB gun. While I appreciate that, Mexican, it was more of a joke than anything. Please do not send me food in the mail. Even if it was possible, I would not accept it and I would not eat it. No offense, it's just somebody might poison me. I'm not married, so I have no reason to die. It's always about the members. No, a drone can only be taken down if it is on the ground within your property lines or attacking you. Sir Strumman's still sealed. That was new food. Hey, drunk, what's up? Got your $4. So just for you, since you're the only one, we'll do it this way. There you go. I am lingerie babushka. This is all you get. Also, I'm bored and I have nothing better to do. So I got a text from my ATF guy. Everything is with the FFL orifice. So hopefully, beginning of the week, I'll have my license. Gas stay 300 above your property is not yours. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, anyways, to the RXM, the Ruger Magpul thing, apparently they're saying that that thing is a chassis system, so I'm going to look that up really quick. I did not look at it that closely, so we'll see. That might actually make it a little bit more playable. Oh, no, it's asking me if I'm over 18. What should I say? American-made handgun stands out. American-made handgun, which is a copy of a clone. Copy of a clone. It does have a fire control insert because God fucking forbid we call them fire control units like they had been for over a century until they became removable. Everybody called it the fire control unit until it became swappable. Fuck you all. So you have the COG system from Springfield, Central Operating Group, FCU, Fire Control Unit from SIG. Good job, SIG, getting on it first. And now we have FCI. Oh, and they made an acronym for the grip. Enhanced Handgun Grip. So your FCI goes into your EHG, and I go OMG and WTF and FML, SHMH, ROFL, KMN. God damn it. Hi, DB. Hi, SFR. FAA says G. That's awesome. The wait's finally over. I'm still awake because I don't have the number yet. They're sending you the Acro P2. Nice, dude. Yeah, shaking my head. LMNOP. Laughing Man, not overpowered. Just picked up an original run Colt LE 6940 for $750 out the door. Freaking tweaking right now. You probably did it in the right order because if you were tweaking before you bought the gun, you probably would have had been lying on your 4473. But congratulations, dude. Glad to hear it. Yeah, dude, I'm tired of the acronyms. Okay. You're excited for the Acro P2. And worst case scenario, if you don't like the P2, they're sending you a brand new optic. Just sell the goddamn thing. Get a bunch of your money back, then you're into your gun for a reasonable price. You can probably get $100 for your Surefire since it's an original. Sell that, get the money back from the Acro, another $600 back. Dude, you're like almost only $100 over cost of the actual gun. He looked away. And I looked at you. And you looked at me. Oh, Chrysler might keep the Hemi. That would be nice. So the Tactical Sport Orange 2, the TSO 2 is a different version of the TSO. If you put the two side by side on a screen, the original Tactical Sport Orange uses the CZ Checkmate frame design. The TS2, Tactical Sport 2, it's available in blue, orange, green, parrot, is actually a Shadow 2 frame. So they moved it from the competition frame to the actual Shadow 2 frame. So, yes. Ruger 5.7 for $700 too much? Yes, they should be $650. And honestly, if you're going to spend $700, I would go with, honestly, personally, Paul, I would go with the Smith & Wesson version of the 5.7 because that one gets you a threaded barrel and optics cut out of the box. You should be somewhere in the range of $640 to $650 is the average MSRP on the Ruger, but also there's so many of them out there, you can probably find one used for a discounted price. Dude, this thing's running so much better since I put a different graphics card in it. It's almost like it should have had a better graphics card. And I look at me. And you look at him. I don't know why I keep hearing that voice in my head. And I look at you, and you look at me. And I look at you, and you look at me. And I look at you, and you look at me. Yeah, if it's used, it's definitely not worth $700. So new cost as a distributor is somewhere around $600. So on the shelf, it might be listed at close to $700. But the thing is, you have Smith & Wesson's M&P, which is $650. It comes with the optics cut and a threaded barrel, brand new out of the box, and I believe that's MAP price. And then you have PSA's Rock, which is anywhere from $300 to $600, and then you have the T-Sauce, which is anywhere from $390 to $500 as well. To turtle or not to turtle? Turtle, 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 turtle. You always turtle. Will I ever buy a new in-box pistol again? Oh yeah, 100%. I definitely will. When I get a platypus, that'll technically be a new in-box. And I have to buy an Echelon comp, and right now the prices are the same between, nobody's got one used in my area, so I'm gonna have to buy one of those new. I bought that FDE Smith and Wesson brand new in the box, that Taurus brand new in the box. Technically that was new in the box. So yeah, they have the night sight set for next quarter, so holding out for the metal version. Gotcha. Turtle soup! We're killing DB and eating him. Yeah, so heck no, thanks guys. Almost impulse, but it almost seems like a good price when you think about like how an FN 5.7, which they're based on because they're internally hammer fired, they almost seem like a good price because an FN is what, $1,000 to $1,200, but no, that's no. You're just so good at finding great deals, though. That's why I asked. No problem, dude. 90% of the time, I agree that the answer would be no. But there are some guns that I will be forced to buy new. Like if I want a 320 steel frame Legion, I'm probably gonna have to get that through the distributor because everybody. Sorry, that's nice, miss. Unfortunately, I don't have my fake boobs, or otherwise I'd give you some. But the steel frame 320 is never gonna be available at MSRP or below on sites like Gunbroker. Hi, Sonny. What's up? The Smith & Wesson is a better gun in your opinion. I agree that overall it's a better gun. I like the grip on the Ruger better. The Smith & Wesson is too narrow this way. They could have just fattened it or squared it off a little bit more. You're going to pull up like Diddy. You mean you're going to go to jail for molesting and trafficking children? That's a really strong way to think, Spencer. Is that DBs behind you? What? No. If I send you $25,000 for all the guns, would you? For the guns behind me, yes. For all my guns, no. Have not seen the reports of the drones. Well, of course Magpul already had them for it. You know that's where they make a lot of money. Magpul can sell those. Magpul can make grip modules for pennies on the dollar and then sell them for good money because it's Magpul. So anyways, come Monday, if I get my license in the mail on Monday, then I will be starting to shop around for a silent partner, I think. Looking for either a silent partner. I kind of want a silent partner just because I want somebody to buy in. So you should look it up. It's pretty crazy. I've heard about it from one or two other people, but it doesn't interest me. It's New Jersey, so who gives a fuck? What is the Chinese going to do to New Jersey? Fucking figure out it's full of concrete manufacturing and trash processing. Gershon Singh. I have a fucking license, Antonio, so it's hit Maryland too. Once again, don't give a fuck. It's Maryland. Bunch of lawmakers, people with too much money, and hoodlums. Let me know. I want to order something. Yeah, as soon as I have the FFL number, I'll start contacting my distributors, and then we'll start doing stuff. I am in Northern Virginia. The thing about drones is they're cheap. Well, Sean, the reason why I'm looking in two different directions is because I can see into your soul, and it's so fucking corrupt. I'm wondering which one wants it, and they're both sitting there going, nah. So, yeah, like I said, once I have the license in hand, that will definitely help me get investors or partners. So. See, you can always tell when John Collins comes back in the chat, so he'll take a fake guys like Tony Melito over here. It's always funny to me. They say they're big. Okay, cool. You guys can talk about it. I'm done talking about drones. I'm not answering another drone question. Boom, boom, boom. Guns are an extension of his personality. Bro, those guns in the back look cool. Thank you. Which Glock do you think is powerful in all terms best? No fucking such thing. And by the way, tonight's a cussing stream. I don't give two fucks if anybody gets offended. If you get offended, fucking do this. But all Glocks are exactly the same. They're either small or big. but they're all fucking the same. They all shoot ammunition. They all use John Moses Browning's tilting locking action in a plastic frame, and they call it perfection. John Moses Browning would dig himself out of the grave, dig up Gaston's body, open up the fucking Tupperware he's buried in, beat the shit out of him, seal the Tupperware back up after farting in it, so he gets to spend all of eternity basting in John Moses Browning's decaying ass juice, and then go back to his grave and roll over in it. That's what I think about Glock. Is a Sig Spear worth $3,000? Nope. What's your favorite AR? I don't have like a favorite pre-built or a brand because I build my own or I have mine built. Okay, M. Dot. If you don't know who Gaston Glock and John Moses Browning are, I highly suggest you look them up. You're on a firearms channel. I'll give you a clue. They relate to firearms. One is an originator. One's a fucking copycat bitch who couldn't design shit to save his own life. Do you have a Glock 16? Not only do I have a 16, I've got a 15, a 14, a 13, a 12, an 11, and a 10. Tyler doesn't know what a gun is. I'm not being nice tonight. If you come in, you're fucking stupid, you're fucking gone. How about that for a live stream tonight? I'm already fucking dizzy. I'm ready to pass the fuck out. Jimmy and me woke up and chose violence today. Yep. This is my trigger finger. It's really weird. I don't know why I'm not accurate at all. Dude, I am so fucking dizzy. I'm literally trying not to pass out, and I don't know why. Oh, it's because you're drinking Coke. It's Coke Zero. Shut the fuck up. Why's the cap got to do that? Apparently, there's a movie out there that had 956 fucks in it. I'm pretty sure I've beaten that on a 3-hour live stream. Ready to pass gas? No, I'm gassed on. You don't have a mean finger in your body. I do when my boyfriend comes over. Vanilla Ice? How much does this custom Eagle costs? What? Wasn't that Eddie Murphy and Raw? I don't know. No, it wasn't. There's actually a movie out there. It's made by the guys that did Super Troopers, I think, or Trailer Park Boys or something, where they were supposedly, it was an actual movie, not like a live reaction thing or a concert, where they were running a station where everybody cuss all the fucking time. Don't get too pissy. You got to get a few hours in tonight. No, nobody fucking wanted me to do something stupid, so you get your normal 3. Show us your high point. My high point was when I was standing at the dealership with a $15,000 commission check for one car. That was the high point. By the way, I'm giving nothing but wrong fucking answers tonight, too. 3 is a few. 3 is basically the minimum number for several. Also, managed and got a real one today. CZSP01 Tactical. Super happy taking a range tomorrow. Dude, you're going to love that gun. Great guns. 15 grand, not bad. I want a high point. Well, if you lay down and get an erection, you're covered. If heaven was an outdoor range, would you find religion? John Moses Browning shooting Gaston Glock while he's tied up at downrange. That'd be the best heaven ever. Which weapon is not available in Africa? A water pistol. I don't get it. Kimber is the best brand ever, man. They will never build another dud gun ever. Hunger Games, Justin. If your grandma had wheels, would she be a bike? If you saw how many people rode her in her prime, probably. If a couple cabbage is 2, a couple 3 is still 2. What do you think about Global Ordnance's monolith gun? I don't think about it. Just the word monolithic makes me not want to touch it. I don't like big one-piece things. I hate the monolithic ARs. I wonder why my son's copying you after you did it. Well, thank God I'm not going. I volunteer as tribute. We're going to the Olive Garden, right? Soup, salad, and breadsticks. So many reviews of the new Ruger. Really seems like a great effort. Okay. I will give them credit for making it a removable fire control instrument. Is that what it was, or was it an insert? Tired of fucking nomenclature already, so hold on. Fucking let me scroll, bitch! Yeah, fire control insert. That doesn't roll off the tongue. Hello, this is the FBI. I want to see your FCI. Oh, I'm sorry. All I have is an FCU. Damn it, that's not on the goddamn warrant. I want to see the FCU out of your echelon. Sorry, that's a COG. I don't know why I'm doing the gay voice while I'm talking about it, but, you know. You know, with all the time you took to type that religious mumbo-jumbo, you could have just, you know, not. What's in the safe, buddy? A body. I like a SIG, self-ignite. Oh! Then SIGs are the best meditative thing in the entire world. They're the Gandhi, or those monks in Indonesia. They self-ignited. Rough night? Nah, I just feel like being a dick. People ask me what kind of personality I have when I'm not on live. When I'm about to pass out, which I am right now for some reason, I'm a bit of a dick. So, like, just tilting my head back, I think there's a problem with my spine or something right now, because every time I tilt my head back, I try to pass out. Was there a time where the USA declared a gun ban? It's a good question. Let's find out, Guile. Did the U.S. ever try to ban guns? Public Safety and Recreational Firearm Act was enacted as part of the Violent Crime Control in 1994. Blah, 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 blah. That was when they did the federal assault weapons ban. Let's see. The long failed history of gun control legislation. I am quoting Boston University's BU Today. So if you want to look it up, go to BU Today. That just talks about the history from 2022. That's not the history. That's the internet. History is 2022. Glock has stood on its laurels too long. They've sat on their fat asses too long. Left my ass off. You should roast commenters more often. Bro, it's part of it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's change the name of the stream. I'm feeling discombobulated. Wrong answers and cussing inside in dice. There we go. This bitch ain't even monetized. I don't even want to monetize it because I don't want to take a risk of it getting demonetized by you motherfuckers. Like, oh, he's cussing. Fuck you. There's still $400 50 cheap guns. Yeah, motherfuckers. Hit the like button. Become a member. It's $2 fucking a month. Help out a channel that you like to come and hang out with all the time. I can see who's a member. 1, 2. Come on. I had an afterburner to my Glock 19 Gen 5 after 1,000 round. It's still getting stuck. What do I do? Take the Glock to a store and buy something else. I'll troll for a minute. 9mm is the worst caliber ever. I'll accept your theories. Off. I think I see a nice looking rifle on the wall. I think you are blind, sir. There's a shotgun and a non-firing replica. Do I have a Mac 11? No, but I had a Big Mac once. It was really good. You probably get asked this all the time, but what is that bullpup behind you? That is a Keltec KS7, also known as a shit trigger pump shotgun. Don't press the like button. Beat the shit out of that fucking like button. I want to see that bitch bleeding by the time we're done. Wife got mad at me for becoming a member. That's why I'll just donate. You know, it's easier to get another wife. Mrs. Off. Good evening, sir. Hello. Have you ever seen the guys on YouTube that play Metallica songs with guns? No, I haven't. Bruh. Big Mac. YouTube can't keep their shit together. Not my fault. I'll give you a hard-on next time I see you. I already have one. KS7 is the best year ever on this stream. Yeah, well, that plus the fake Luger and the Beretta 51 have both been up there a long time. Favorite restaurant? My goddamn kitchen, because fuck restaurants. They're too expensive. Chicken Big Mac? Dude, I'm not in fucking India. I can eat cow. Why doesn't my Glock 17 feed properly? Look at the name of the gun. Glock. End of story. Since you said take it back, what would you suggest for a different gun brand other than Glock? Canik, Smith & Wesson, FN, Springfield with their Echelon. Literally anything other than Glock. You added a component to make your gun more reliable, and it didn't help. Beat it like a redheaded stepchild. I like redheaded stepchildren. Nobody ever believes them when they tell on you. This dude has every gun you want. Nope, I have every gun I want. You can't have any of them. Get the fuck out of my house. Get your own. CZ P01 or P10C. If you want a hammer fire, P01. If you want something Glocky-ish, P10. I'm craving for a Big Mac. Just stuff a bunch of meat in your mouth. Wink. Do you have the 1911? No, I don't have the 1911. I have a 1911. Something tells me Colt or a subsidiary or a collector has the 1911. The prototype for the 1911. The 1911 that was adopted by the U.S. military in some year in the 1900s. I can't remember. Seems fun. Yeah. Do I have 1911? Do you have him, Grammar? Set screw is stuck in the trigger. I told you not to put it back too far. Now you're going to have to take the trigger out because it probably went all the way back and now the threads won't feed back out. You have AK and AK. Redheaded kids are evil. Just watch Children of the Corn if you don't believe me. Or Harry Potter. Do you ever wonder why fucking whatever Harry's idiot friend's name is survives to the end? It's because he's a ginger. Nobody wants his soul. Absolutely agree with you, but is it a bad idea to add an afterburner in general to any gun? No, the afterburner is actually a decent product. I don't know why your gun is failing. If you want an actual answer, I don't know why your gun isn't functioning correctly. It could be your recoil spring. It could be something is binding up internally. It's possible that you need either a stiffer spring or a lighter spring because you added a comp to it. Compensators, I'm assuming that since you added the afterburner comp, I'm not a billion% familiar with that one, but it added weight to the nose of the gun on the barrel, unless it goes in where the spring goes. But either way, you changed the geometry and the pressure of the gun by adding that to it. Glocks are shit when it comes to doing stuff like that because their springs are so generic that they use, and their weights are so mediocre because they're designed to run 115, 124, 147 grain rounds all the same, which means they need a light enough spring to run the 115, but a hard enough spring to run the 147 grains, that when you start doing things like adding things, weight to the end of it, compensators, shit like that, that you could run into a cycling issue. Could be a barrel issue. Could be a lot of other things, man. You have to have a gunsmith or somebody that knows the afterburner system a little bit more than I do. Take a look at the gun. But in general, I'd say sell the Glock and get something else. There's better options out there. Can I see it? If you're not too fat, you can probably look down and see it. What do you think about French gun? I like them. They've never been used. Not a single French gun I've ever seen has been fired, and they package them with little white flags. The trigger pull is much harder for a light frame, and yes, the springs are shit. There you go. Joke's on you. Ain't got those. Lol. That's the thing that he's gonna make fun. That I get to make fun of, Charlie. Nope, it's not a Luger. Dang, you get muted. You shouldn't have gotten muted. Zothoth is off limits. Mods, stop muting him. Got a new AK. Can you recommend some mods? Yes, sell it and get an AR. I think I'm going to have to disassemble to get set screw out, but I'm in there. It's no over travel. There's over and leave it around and how it goes. As long as the gun is functioning, then you're probably fine. Like, for example, McManus. I said his name 3 times. He'll appear. Decided to break my TS Orange. And yes, Stone, if you're listening, I still call it my TSO. What do I think about the Springfield Ronin? It's fine. It's a 1911. What's a nice small gun for a 4'11" lady? That is going to depend on how big your hands are. I've known some 4'11" ladies that like full-size guns. So the best thing to do for you is to go to a store and get a bunch of guns and just kind of stick them in your mitt and see what fits your hand best. And that is not me giving you a wrong answer. That's what I tell anybody that asks me to recommend a gun. If you haven't picked up guns yet, go and pick them up. We can tell you what's reliable. Guns like the Ruger 380 Max or the Shield Plus is a great 9mm. 365, great smaller gun. Hellcat, decent smaller gun. Dagger Compact, if you like clearing jams. Are those real? Yes, for the last time. Nobody wants to pay for the breast implants, so they're real as they're going to be. Opinion on Talon grips. I put Talon grip tape on all my 1911s that don't have front strap checkering. I like their grip tape. I don't use the over grips just because I've never needed to. If a grip is too smooth, then I will either silicone carbide it myself or I'll have my guy stipple it. But I haven't done stippling in a while. Would I consider a Singer 1911 as one of the 1911s? No, it was a contract 1911 built after 1911 or around 1911, but it was just built by a different company. At the same time, you could say Remington Rands are the 1911s because they built those under contract during the first year when they couldn't make enough of them. Why should anyone own a military-style weapon? That's a misnomer, so you shouldn't own guns, period, because there's no such thing as a military-style weapon. There are weapons that the military uses. If you want to say military-style weapon, then you're referring to 105mm cannons and tanks and attack helicopters. But an M4, AR-15, whatever, they're just tools, man. Just because the military uses them doesn't make them theirs. If there's a gun that we on the civilian can't get, then it's, again, a moot fucking point, because if we can't get a gun that the military uses exclusively, then it's not a military-style weapon. It's a military weapon, and we can't have it. So, again, no such thing as military-style weapons. Is Winchester functional? Nope. You still have Milo and Shiloh? Oh, yeah. Now pay up, people. Donate to my bro. It's freaking holidays. Do give. Yeah, motherfuckers. Donate so I get it in 6 weeks. They dumb. Yep. No, who's dumb? Military rifles cost 15,000 pounds. Military rifles that you can purchase on the civilian market are no longer military rifles. Those are civilian rifles that a civilian can purchase, thus making them civilian rifles. People like you that call them military weapons after they've been retired from military service are doing a discredit to both gun owners, gun enthusiasts, and the general public in general, because you're labeling them as military weapons when they are in civilian hands. That is why assault rifle is always associated with AR, because people think that's what it means, because too many people who don't understand nomenclature keep calling things the wrong things. You might as well say your military weapon has a clip in it. Fuck sticks. So are all guns military guns? Did you not hear a fucking word I just said? A military gun is a gun that the civilian market can't own. Okay? I'm using English. You use your ears. Military weapons are guns we can't own. Yeah, this is me being a dick. You want to be fucking stupid and let me rant for 3 minutes and then ask the question? Fucking rewind the video and watch it again. Because I can't explain it any clearer. Fucktard. Ooh. No, tonight I'm fucking straight to the point. I told you. You get wrong answers or you get me cussing you out for being fucking stupid. If you want to be fucking stupid and ask a fucking stupid question, I'm going to fucking return it with some fucking oomph tonight. So yes, come at me with your fucking smoke and your stupid shit and see what the fuck happens. If you weren't educated coming in, you're getting educated getting kicked out. Middle pistol, bottom row. That is the Gerson Influencer X 1911. There is no gold gun on the top. One dude asked me during competition, could I borrow a few clips? You sound like me in this Las Vegas traffic this week. What do I think of the M&P 2.0? Goodbye or no? Yes. All right. Fuckers want to come in and play games? I'm also banning people that ask stupid fucking questions that I've already answered. You put an LOL at the end of it, maybe I'd understand if it's a joke or not. Don't be fucking stupid. I'd put that as a title, but if I put fucking in the title, then YouTube gets a little iffy. All right, Dirty Loopy, who obviously doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. You can buy M249s and M40 guns on the civilian market, thus making them civilian firearms, which thus makes them not military weapons. When the military has a gun in their inventory, it is a military weapon. When we can buy it on the civilian market, it is no longer a military weapon. Fuckhead. This is what I love about the internet. I'm stating a fucking fact, and you fucktards on the keyboards keep on trying to fucking change what is being said. I'm doing fine. Friday the 13th is getting to you, bro. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot it was Friday the 13th. Dude, you need Xanax. I would love some. Stupid question. That's why most people growing up is not as creative as people like you. Eowyn, there is such a thing as a stupid fucking question. When a statement has been made that answers the question that you ask after the statement is made, completely disregarding the statement as it was made to you, and you still asked the question, that's a stupid fucking question. That is also irrefutable. I don't think that's a real word, but it is absolute proof that you're fucking stupid because you ask a stupid fucking question instead of listening to what's being said. You hear one word, you shut your fucking brain off, and then you ask your question anyways because you already had your keyboard loaded. I disregarded your NAMs? Well, you disregarded Vietnam by calling it NAMs. It's Viet Nams. And I don't give a fuck about your feelings. You're on the wrong fucking channel if you give a shit about that. The fact that you're doing that shit, I don't know if you're doing it trying to match me in terms of being flustered, discombobulated, disingenuous, or disregarding. But yeah, if you're going to be fucking worried about how your name is fucking pronounced, if you don't spell it phonetically in the actual thing, then we're going to have a big fucking problem, brother. I don't cater to fucking snowflakes. Christopher, I am going to answer your question, my good sir. Is it auto select? It's just a question. No. Full auto firearms are legal in the United States in civilian hands. You can own a pre-1986 M16 if you wish. You can own a full auto firearm in the United States as long as you file for a tax stamp and you buy one legally. That is not, and again, this is part of the problem. I understand you're asking a genuine question, so I'm answering it as genuinely as I can.
but there's no way that I can say these words any clearer than I am. I can say them in the voice of Patrick Warburton or anybody else if you need me to. If the civilian market has a gun that the military also uses, that does not make it a military weapon. If the military has a firearm that the civilian market does not, that makes it a military weapon. When a military weapon goes into the civilian market, it is no longer a military firearm. Can I make that any clearer? There is no one component on a firearm or gun, cannon, tank. You can legally own tanks. There is no component individually that makes it military. It's the availability on the civilian market that makes it military. If it's stolen, then it's an illegally acquired military firearm. That's still military. Hi, Susu. I don't give a fuck about the drones in New Jersey. I hope they fucking bomb it back into the ocean. I grew up in upstate New York, so fuck Jersey. Also, you can't carry hollow points in Jersey, so who gives a fuck? Do you like Glock? I'm going to ask you to look at my wall and answer that question yourself. Am I in the military? No, I am not in the military. I did not get to serve because I was too physically disabled from the age of 14. You can practically anything now depending on your license. Is it true, dude? No, you can't own a machine gun manufactured after 1986, and license is a very vague statement because there are class 3 tax stamps for fully transferable machine guns, SBRs, short barrel shotguns, short barrel rifles. Machine guns, you can own destructive devices, but each one requires a tax stamp or a special permit to own. That's not a license to own them all. That is a per item issuance of a certificate. Still love that G3 Tactical, nice. Bro, look out, there's a gun behind you. I'm not looking out at anything, man. If they're going to come after me, if it's going to take me out, then it should just do it. It should just fucking do it. According to the U.S. media, the fucking gun is a problem, so any one of those guns at any time is going to take me down, bro. This channel's going to go away because one of those guns is going to jump up and take me down, bro. I won't be worried until you tell me there's some fat fuck behind me holding a gun. There's an FFL status for a company. Yeah, an FFL, Federal Firearms License. That doesn't give you a personal right to own anything. And even with the standard FFL, which I'm getting, you can't just own anything. An FFL gives you permission to sell firearms. Depending on the class of it, if you have a curio, it allows you to collect in states where they have restrictions. Even if you have an SOT license, you cannot keep for personal use restricted firearms. I'm glad you know what you're talking about. Well, most people say I don't, DJ. You're scaring me. Come back when you feel better, Landon. Ah, fuck it. Just ban him forever. I don't know what he did, but if you got rid of him, he's gone forever. I don't give a fuck. What about demo models? Demo models, again, require a separate operating license as a dealer. You get your federal firearms license, and then the store applies for an SOT license. Then they are allowed to have demos, but again, not for personal use, not for resale either. Those are for store use only. Thank you for sharing, Team-wise. I'm all right. I'm in Virginia. You got to get the SOT. I am getting the SOT. How much is it to get a transferable? Good question. I sound like that other asshole. But transferables can run anywhere from a few $1,000s up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It depends on how well known you want it to be. If you get like a 1914, they make these 45 ACP machine guns that aren't Thompson guns, you can get them for a few grand. You can get full auto seer groups that are serialized for a few grand. But if you want like an M16, $30,000 to $50,000. You want an MP5, anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000. Hey, thanks for the donation, Jonathan. So it all depends on what you're trying to accomplish in terms of the name. Wait, what did he say? What did JLA say? You have 4 FFLs. Okay, sure you do. Next, you're going to tell me they're all out of the same property. They have their place, daily carries into place. I think in Texas, you need a license for a silencer. Technically, in Texas, they passed a law where if you live in Texas and buy in Texas and it's manufactured in Texas, you don't. But everywhere else in the United States that allows Class 3 items, yes, you need a tax stamp for it. Everyone's live, blah, blah, blah. Oh, fuck. Much as we appreciate your good vibes, this is the wrong night for it. You got into a fight with your sister, so you can't buy guns? Were you charged with domestic? Terry, I don't recommend going as cheap as possible, especially with something that's going to cost you thousands of dollars, especially considering a lot of them are hard to find magazines and parts for as well. Does a seller's license ever expire? Yes, the FFL expires every 3 years. The SOT, I believe, is every year or every 2 years. Every year. Yeah, if you got hit for domestic violence, you're not getting any guns. Who would win in a gunfight, an experienced U.S. machine with a single 22 shot or a Russian street thug? What's a clip? Do you have a 1911? Nope. Anybody needs short form video editing? Sure thing. Bye. Fuck off. What do you think about those RPGs? Who? Suppressors are not worth the money, 100%, unless you're using them for what they're intended for, position, hiding, as well as dulling the sound if you're like a nighttime hunter. Restricted firearms not able to carry or buy or possess them in there. Is there any way that's possible or not? That's probably a stupid question. I'm trying to remember and know more. The restricted firearms are not able to carry or buy or possess them in or... I don't get your question, Hunter. Ask it again in a different way. Sure can, Jax. Bye. You can be hit with domestic violence and buy guns at yard sales and flea markets and gun shows from non-dealers. Only if you live in a state that allows private sales. You can't do that here in the state of Virginia. Also, if you get caught with the firearm and you have domestic violence convictions on your record will automatically deny you purchase of firearms. So it could cause a problem if you have a conviction for domestic violence and you're caught with a firearm. If a prosecutor decides to be a punk-ass bitch, he can add firearm enhancements to your charges. Do you have a governor? Yes, I live in the United States. We have governors in all states. If you can only have one gun for zombie apocalypse, shotguns. Ruger on the right path now. Maybe, I guess. Susu is a real woman. Yes, she is. Our most gun. Wow. Yeah, go back to the beginning of the video and watch it. You're no longer welcome here. What do you think about the governor? He's all right. He preserved many of our gun laws while still compromising, giving up a few. You can jump out for a bit and eat something. Take it easy. Have a good night. All right, King A-Rod. Can you able you to get restricted firearms or carry them in any way, or is that not something that can be done? If you have the Class 3 tax stamp, like I have a suppressor tax stamp, if I want to walk around with that gun, with that suppressor on a firearm, I'm 100% within my legal right to do so. But if you're talking about a firearm that you can't own as a civilian, like a post-1986, like a 1987 full machine gun, and you're talking about carrying it around, no. What state are you in? Virginia. Do you like Trump? Who's Trump? What's the best, cheaper 10 mil in a handgun? Why do you want to go with the cheap, man? Get a good one. Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0, Glock 40. SIG X10. You like eggs. I like eggs too. Thoughts on the P90? We don't have the automatic one for civilian use, so I don't give a shit about it. Bro's ready for the oops to pull up. Who? Saw Trump is making full concealed carry reciprocity. Ah. Too bad the president can't make a law like that. New law in Colorado, you must keep your gun in a safe in your car. Are you available, toast man or a waffle man? I am a waffle man. Wi-Fi quit. Opinion on Corey. I don't know what you're talking about. Long live Trump. Who the fuck is Trump? XDM Elite, but I would buy an FN 510. 10mm Springfield TRP. Well, the dude said cheap, and TRP is the absolute opposite of it, but I agree. High Point is coming out with the 10 Mike. Did you really call it a 10 Mike? Also, High Point has had 10mm for years. The JXP-10. The JXP-10 was actually the High Point Yeet Cannon before the Yeet Cannon was the Yeet Cannon. You recommend a real CZ75 or clone's good enough if you are on a budget? Well, CZ75s are coming down in price to where they're almost the same price as the fucking clones these days, so. How much is the gun? Oh, my Korean brethren, I can't tell you. So is it true people are not allowed to purchase anything before 1980 like in pawn shop? What the? Where are you from, Hunter? Are you a U.S. resident? Cussing inside. Oh, I'm cussing outside too. I just don't give a fuck right now. I'm answering a few questions, but the next time some motherfucker gets me riled up, it's going to go bad. Get a Jericho 941 based on the CZ75 and it's Spike Spiegel's gun. Also, the Jericho 941 has become a gun in and of itself. It's not a direct clone of the CZ75 because of the bullnose and the design of the frame. It's actually slightly different enough that I would consider that a separate firearm based on the weapon system. It's not really a clone like the Witness is and the Gerson stuff is. Trump is that dude who was in Home Alone 2. Oh, at the hotel. I don't know why we keep talking about hotel owners. I got this 30B762. Is it good or bad? I don't even know what the fuck that is, White Waiver. Okay, chill. No, you fucking chill. Don't fucking tell me to chill. Don't fucking ever tell me to fucking chill. You fucking chill yourself. If you want to fucking tell somebody on their fucking channel to chill, fucking go away. That's what I have to say to you motherfuckers that think that you can fucking say shit like that. Matter of fact, bye. Oh, sorry, I waved wrong. No, bye. Do you have a Glock 19? No, I have taste. See? Same motherfucker. You internet fucks don't fucking learn. Acting all cool. You're the one that put a fucking weed thing as his avatar who thinks that people are going to see that and say, oh my God, this guy's so cool because he touches the weed. He knows what the marijuana is. Fucking, you can buy marijuana in high school. Get fucked. Just got a Diamondback. Any suggestions on upgrades? Trigger. CMC single stage drop-in trigger. Damn, homie got heated fast. Don't be fucking stupid and I won't get heated. Should potheads be able to bear arms? Absolutely, but they should treat it the same way that they do alcohol. If you're fucking high as a kite, you probably shouldn't be fucking with your gun. If you're drunk, you probably shouldn't be fucking with your gun. Just saying. Arizona legalized weed. Yeah, weed is legalized in a lot of states. How old are you? Is it true that pawn shops can't buy or sell any? No, that's not true at all, Hunter. I've been having problem with my eyes. Well, it's just you're asking questions that make me question either your age or your location, my friend. I'm just wanting to know so that if I do tell you something, that I respectfully give you the right information. Fuck the beards, man. You know why they didn't allow beards forever? Who cares about the drones? They're just going to blow up fucking Jersey anyways. Yeah, Sergeant. You. Where are you from? What gun is the top left? I don't know. I like this guy. You're cool. Thank you. For one like me who's still new to it all, should I get a standard CZ Shadow 2 blue instead of the orange? Yes, because you're not going to really get the difference between the two, honestly. You can get a Shadow 2 single action only and get about 80% of the of the functionality of the orange. The Shadow 2 is also shorter. The Shadow 2 is a 4.7 inch version. The TSO, the orange, is a 5.2 inch barrel. The Shadow also has a pick rail where the orange doesn't. What is your channel in this live about? No offense. Firearms, talking about all kinds of stuff, getting fucking wrecked on people that come in here like fucking idiots because, you know, it's Friday the 13th and the fucktards are out in force. Do I smoke weed? No, unfortunately, THC has no effect on me, so nope. You've been you're not a problem hunter. Like I said, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you the right information when you ask a question. I am in no way trying to disrespect you, brother. I'm just trying to understand the situation when I give answers to somebody. The way you're phrasing your questions and things like that make me want to understand you better, so I give you the proper information. You are not one of these fucktards that I'm ban bombing. Thoughts on the Beretta 1301? It's a great intermediary full auto, or not full auto, semi-auto shotgun. If you don't want to drop the money on a Benelli, the 1301 is definitely a way to go. The 1301, if you don't want to spend quite that much, you can go with the A300, which is also Beretta. Phil, if it doesn't work on me, why would I smoke it? And why are you fucking lulling that? The fact that you need a drug to not be a fucking punk-ass bitch makes you cool? You're underage. Well, you're also no longer on the channel. I'm in a state that hates hollows. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you ever use the butt of your gun offensively? No, because if you strike somebody with your gun, you could have done it with your fist or something else. So why is your gun out? You don't pull your gun on somebody unless you're planning on using it. Thoughts on Pinty optics? They are nothing but clone trash. They literally outright copy everybody else. They don't do anything original. All their components are stolen, and they fucking even have names on their fucking shit. I will not suggest, recommend, or represent Pinty ever again. Those eyes look ripped. Yeah, it's from fucking squinting and fucking judging you so much. Hello, Hans. Broski's yapping. Well, you're fucking napping because you just got banned from another channel like a punk-ass bitch. What about the AA-12? It's no longer available on the civilian market without lots of hoops to jump through, so I don't think about it. I'm in a state trying to pass a law to make you do background checks for ammo purchases. Move. Being a mod can suck. Yeah, sometimes. Sound like a pretty cool feller. Sometimes! I don't know why these kids like to bully you, because when they grow up and they're working at McDonald's, they need to have something to think back on about how they once tried to troll somebody on the internet because they think they're funny, but they're just punk-ass bitches. I've been having memory issues and I keep getting things messed up. I have firearms. I don't want to mess anything up because I have children and I don't want to touch any firearms. I get that, Hunter. Like I said, I'm just trying to make sure that when we have conversations, there are some people that are in here regularly, and I try to treat everybody that's actually a decent fucking person with a modicum of respect and deference. And you've been fine, my guy. It just, I couldn't quite understand what you're saying, so I was trying to figure out, was there a language barrier? Was there an understanding barrier? Things like that, my guy. What's the best duty carry gun? The best duty carry gun is whatever you practice with and are proficient with. I know that sounds like a cop-out answer. It's not a fence-sitting answer. For me, I will definitely say for me it's a 1911. It might not be for you. So if you own a Shield Plus and you put 10,000 rounds through that son of a bitch every year, you're going to be extremely proficient with it. You'll be able to shoot that gun better than I'll be able to shoot that gun. When it comes to 1911s, I'll probably outshoot you with most 1911s. So whatever you consistently practice, train, and carry is what's going to be the best duty gun for you. If it's on your, let's say that you're talking about for actual law enforcement, if it's on their allowable roster, such as a 2011, I would spend the extra money because I'd want a 1911 platform. You subscribe. Thank you. What's your opinion on hand loading your own ammo? If you want a consistent load, that's a way to do it, but I don't personally want to do it because I don't want to get into that part of the hobby also. Is that K7? KS7, yes, it is a KS7. All you offended motherfuckers too scared to go up and hit the like button or double tap your screen, give a motherfucker a like. Trying to grow the channel here, come on. You enjoy me ripping people a new asshole? Hit the like button for that. It shows Google, hey man, maybe this guy's not a total dumbass and he deserves to be on YouTube. I in no way show you how to modify or endanger yourself with a firearm. So hey, fucking touch your screen. Come on, hit that shit. I'm never asking you for money. I'm asking you for a like. Literally costs you nothing. It's a great answer to best carry gun. It's the best way I can do it. It's the same answer I give to people when they're asking me what I would recommend for a carry gun or first gun and stuff like that. My opinion should not be the end-all be-all. I can tell you what guns are reliable. I cannot tell you what's going to work for you. Someone who shot 50,000 rounds through a high point will probably be better than somebody who has a high-end pistol who's barely went to a range. Yes, Lena Michalik proved it by going to the collector's house, and that's the motherfucker that has to tell you down to the penny how much he overpaid for every fucking thing he owns. And he was outshot. She was using a high point. He was using a fucking pit viper or a sand viper or some shit, and she outshot him. So this is a man who has spent millions of dollars on firearms but can't shoot for shit. What do I think of AndroCorp? Hey, Mancho, thank you. And it's your first ever live stream donation. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Thank you so much. What do I think about the AndroCorp Bravo for a budget AR-15 is my first? I don't want to spend too much on my first. Is it garbage? Manny, you have to weigh something out, okay? I'm going to put it this to you if you haven't pulled the proverbial trigger yet. What are your plans with the gun? Are you just buying the gun and shooting it and whatever, and when the time comes you're going to buy a different gun? Or are you going to keep that gun and invest a lot of money into it? Because if you're going to invest money, time, energy, upgrades, modifications, I would suggest you buy a slightly higher end gun versus buying a $400 gun and then putting $38,000 into it when it's not a good gun to start with. I've never even heard of the company you're talking about, but they might be okay. Best alive for reasonable advice. Thank you. So won't say how he makes his money. I don't understand the secrecy. Oh, he's in construction or some bullshit. Either that or he's a trust fund fucking baby. This is the man that will slap you without spilling his drink. Fuck you. I'm going to throw my drink in your fucking face, and then when you're going, I can't believe you threw the fucking drink in my face, I'm going to fucking bitch slap you. Hello? You think carrying 3 clips on you at a time for EDC is cringe or reasonable? I think calling them clips when you're one of my fucking mods is cringe. What's on the old rifle? That's a non-firing replica of a Winchester 1886. Man, is a Makarov pistol good? They can be, if you shoot it well. Especially if you get one that's actually chambered in 9x8 Makarov. Or as the pedantic like to say it, Makarov. What mods do you suggest for a battery? A battery 92. I would suggest buying one built in this century. What's your opinion on people who say clips instead of mags? There's no such thing. Well, there are clips, but not when it comes to semi-automatic firearms. Although that's a lie. The 1912, 1911 automatic had a top-feeding clip system. But a clip is not interchangeable with magazine. Never has been. Never will be. They're 2 separate functions. You can have a clip in a rifle. An M1 Garand uses a 8-round clip, and there are guns that use stripper clips. But a clip is not a thing. 3 mags. I meant ba-ba. No, that's okay, dude. I'm just giving you shit to Marcus. Tonight is my day to fucking throw shade and blow smoke up people's asses. Where the M16 at? Probably back in Vietnam, you fucking old person. Clips has been used as a mag since World War I. Why do people still get mad at it? 'Cause it's wrong! Fuckhead! If I called you a reasonable person, I'd be wrong! It is not an interchangeable word. It's a word that stupid motherfuckers keep using in place of the correct word and then telling people it's interchangeable. There is nowhere in the motherfucking world other than your stupid fucking brain that word is interchangeable. It is not interchangeable. I bet you're the kind of guy that calls an internal combustion engine a motor. Wow, Batman doesn't know fucking anything. Go back to school, Batman. Come back after your parents are killed. What are we talking about? We are just telling stupid fucks to go away. The ATF called them clips. That should give you all the information you need to know. Explain the difference. Explain the difference in what? A clip in a magazine? A magazine, a box magazine for a semi-automatic handgun, for example, you put the rounds into it. It holds it in a magazine. A clip holds the rounds usually on the back of the round and is either inserted into the weapon, such as with an M1 Garand, or they use what are called stripper clips, where you set the back of the clip into the top of the rifle and push the rounds down into the firearm. Those are clips. They are clipped in rather than inserted. They have not become interchangeable. The fact that you accept that and claim that is what's called a commonly held belief, but it is not correct. It's not interchangeable when it's incorrect. Man, you seem like in a good mood. Hey, you know what? Literally, it says cussing inside and wrong answer, so go fuck yourselves. Something you said, I'm not a car guy. What's the difference between a motor and an engine? Electrical motors are motors. An internal combustion engine is an engine. It's like calling diesel gas. Those are all wrong terms. Answer my question by answering somebody else's. Thanks. You're welcome, Hunter. Smooth Brain Peak Hours. Thank you for coming in and announcing yourself. Have a good day. I don't accept it. I'm talking about in common vernacular. Common vernacular is not a correct term. Saying it's interchangeable means that you're saying that it's accepted in both dictionary terms and regular. And if you can show me in a dictionary an accepted word like a thesaurus, it's not a simile. So if you can show me somewhere where it's been accepted by somebody that isn't just a common folk, which makes it a commonly held belief, I will accept your premise. But since you can't, and if you use the Urban Dictionary, they also use truffle butter to mean anal creamage. So if you say Urban fucking Dictionary, you're banned for life. My Alaskan Husky came on my lap. Hey, Diesel, Diesel, you want to go outside, Diesel? Come on, Diesel. Back to your show program, etc. Don't let these shits pull you off your spot. You know, you're absolutely right. There are lots of knuckleheads out there. Pretty much. Somebody's doing an onomatopoeia for an M1 Garand. Ping! Just don't read the stupid one. No, today's the day that people are getting it. Fuck them. You fucks want to come in and play? Let's fucking play. We're going to do one of those fucking Ben Shapiro things. You motherfuckers want to come in and try to use incorrect knowledge and phraseology towards me? Let's fucking go. If you're too fucking stupid to realize that what you're saying is stupid, I'm going to fucking correct you tonight. So let's Shapiro this shit. I have a friend who thinks center fire and striker fire are the same thing. Well, what you need to do is politely take them out back and bitch slap them, Roberto. All the thing is I use both clips and mags in your SKS because an SKS is capable of taking both. They also have detachable mag SKSs. That's a nice gun. Eat them all, man. Bro was he was laying on my lap when you got him all over place. Now I got to go get up and take him out. Who wants to go for a WALK? Can I say the word? Walk! Smooth brains and dry fire 22s. What do you mean that's wrong? I'm actually getting sweaty. I'm talking so ferociously. Also, I think the salon people are upstairs still. What's the difference between an engine from a motor? The answer is spelling. Lol. You want to see my feet? It's a C note, bitch. It's just stupid slang that makes zero sense. Kind of pissing me off. It's because it's popular does not mean it's right. Thank you. If you tell me that Selena Gomez is hot, you're wrong. So, Clip Magazine. Non-modo of expression, especially one characteristic of a particular speaker or writer, legal phraseology. You guys are getting them worked up. The best part is, Hannah, they're really not. At the end of this, I'm going to masturbate and go to sleep. Puppy with a dream. Is that the KSG 410? No, that is the KS7 12-gauge pump. I think it's amazing when people get the proper amount of sleep. I never get the proper amount of sleep. I had to make my SKS fixed mag because they are banned in the communist country I live in, but they take detachable magazines. I've never been a fan of Liberty Safes. I always thought they were overpriced to begin with, but yeah, the fact that the company gave out the code. However, we don't have a published incident of other companies like Canon or Winchester doing it. There's always a possibility they did. It was a very high profile case. So I can't believe that other companies have not done the same thing. I just believe it wasn't publicized. What do I think of the Colt Hammerless? I've got one. They're fun. What could take down a mammoth if they still existed today? An A10 with a GAU 8. Pho noodles are yummy as fuck. Some people need to understand that not all guns and weapons are not the same. Yep. Is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? That's where my toes went. Gun bingo on stream? We've done that a few times. I like you, but you scare me. That's okay. We're not dating, so it's fine. Update on your 320 Blackout. Was curious how it was treating you. I sold it a long time ago. Joe doesn't like spam. No, I lived in Minnesota where spam was invented, which is weird that it became the state food of Hawaii, but... Hey, Wi-Fi. I don't do valuations on a live stream. Best thing I can tell you to do is just go over to Gunbroker, make a free account, and then look at the advanced tab, look at the sold ones. That'll give you an idea on what they're selling. Did your FFL get approved yet? Based on what I've seen and talked to my ATF agent, yes, it's just sitting at the field office waiting for them to send me the license. How long have you been live? 45 years, 1 month today. Happy birthday, me. Fuck. All right, now I'm going to be quiet for 5 seconds, and we're going to come back with an accent. My sister's cute. What do I think of SIG? Now, I like guns. I can probably find a model from almost any manufacturer that I could say I actually like. So I've said it before, when it comes to Glock, I like the Glock 34. So I like SIG. I like their direction for a lot of their guns. The X5 and the Legions are getting a little bit ubiquitous and overplayed, but I like a good 226 X5. I had the 226 Stainless Elite that I sold to a buddy so I can get the other gun, but then I went and pawned 30 of my guns because I'm a fucking dumbass. We're not talking about that tonight. What about it? What about it? If you're going to be about it, be about it. Don't just fucking talk about it, be about it. But what about cocaine? Cocaine is not cool, man. Sign of lefty gunplay. Who's gun blah? Hell yeah, you're on here. Blah blah blah. What villain do you think was correct? The lady from 101 Dalmatians, the one that wanted to make the coat. That's way too many Dalmatians. 50 AE, new, jamming, issues, thoughts? It needs a lot of break-in. Also, you need to, I would say, if you want to help it, lock the slide back and just leave it locked back whenever it's not in use to help compress the spring a bit. I'm trying to think if those springs are removable. I think the springs can be changed out for lighter springs too. A lot of times they'll jam feeding up just because the slide is going too fast. It's jamming them up hard because the slide is closing too fast. I'm glad I subscribed. Thank you, Sergeant. He's a gangster rapper, that guy. Do you like the Colt Python that Rick uses in Walking Dead? If you've seen it, have you seen it? Are you for? Yes, everybody has seen Rick Grimes. And the Colt Python is perfectly fine, but the Ruger and the Smith & Wessons and the 357 have much better triggers for a lot less money. What do you think is the best game that did the weapons and details right, like reload animations and disassembly and reassembling the weapons in-game? When you're talking VR, I'd say hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. If we're talking about like straight up video games, a lot of the Call of Duty series, they do them pretty fairly accurately. It's still hard to say that there's ones that do it bad. I do not have the AXE Legion 320. I sold that to my buddy Jacob a long time ago. Have I seen the drones? No, I'm not in New Jersey. I can't see the drones from outside my house. I will always take an FNX over a 5 Series FN. Is the underfolder AK viable like any other long gun? As long as the barrel is over 16 inches, yes it is. You got that AR-15 or nah? Do you ever think they'll have an AR steel rifle chambered in 30-06? Probably not. That's a very expensive thing to do, and especially since 30-06 isn't 30-06 straight wall long action. That would be an odd gun to have. Hannah, you have a good night. Thank you so much for being a member. Also, if you guys see the people with the little stars by their names, they're the people I don't fucking cuss out. So donate $2 a month and become a fucking member, and you won't get fucking timed out. Yeah, you don't tell me the hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades game. Oh, it is. Sorry. I missed your question, dude. My oldest son is still up, dude. I didn't see you type one. Call of Duty games seem to be the best in terms of like first-person shooter games, and then you can look at games like VR games, hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. How old do you have? Egypt. Nice guns, thank you. Speaking of good wheel guns, ever shot a Court? No, but I want to. $8,000 revolver? Yes, please. Can we ask stupid questions if we get a star? If you get if you come in at the gold member level, then yes, you can ask me whatever you want. How long did you have them? Pancakes. What's that 30-06 that WUD made? It's a modern one, cost like $6,000. Was featured in Battlefield Hardline. Never played Battlefield Hardline. I wish I had an answer for you. Hunter. The Call of Duty games have the best representation of the actual guns. In terms of disassembly and reassembly, there aren't many games that allow you to disassemble a firearm. So, Gunsmith Simulator on Steam is okay, but it's not 100% right. How about it? What about it? Gonna be about it? Don't talk about it. Just be about it. You can be about it when you be about it, my man. Just be about it, baby, about beady, boo, boo, bobbity. Hi. Talking about what Dunn said. My apologies, I didn't clear. Yeah, I wish I had an answer to answer your question that you're apologizing for. I don't understand what you're apologizing for. I don't know, Drunk Mouse. Dude comes in and says, how about it? It's like, what about it? Yeah, be about it. If you're gonna do it, just do it. The only things I fake are orgasms, and that's about it. How do you fake an orgasm as a guy? Easy. Just pull out, flip her over, spit on her back. Cold War almost did it right, but it was one mission. Got it. Favorite thickness of paper? Oh, dude, I bought some stuff at Staples by accident because they had it on sale. It was like the regular cost of paper, but it's like extra thick. Oh, it feels so good when you print out a document and it doesn't just go. Brazil! This isn't Fast and Furious, son. What do you think about 8.6 Blackouts? Also saw a 338 Razorback. They're newer-ish rounds, but all rounds are based on the original fireworks created in China, so if we want to go back that far. Did you build your PC, or is it a pre-built? I build all my computers. Even the pre-builts get torn apart and rebuilt. Pre-builts are for suckers. I said what, but I was saying that to what Don R said. Oh, okay. Gotcha, my guy. I know some weird people in here tonight.
They're all weird. I don't know why.
How much RAM is good for a 4070? It all depends on what you're doing with it, man. If you're just gaming, then 16 to 32 gigs, which if you're running a DDR5 setup, 16 to 32 is the minimum. If you're running a DDR3 or a DDR4 setup, still 16 gigs to 32 gigs is what I would recommend.
fucking love this channel, man. I was out there in the backyard the other day, and I'm like, whoa, did you hear that cussing? That must be the Jiminy Show. And I came in, and boom, fucking Jiminy Show. Not the channel to mute for a second. I turned my volume back up when Joe was eating up paper. It's called fiber. Can you actually go into that Chinese fireworks stuff, man? Sounds like a mean rabbit hole. No, I was making a joke. Firearms were not created as firearms. Projectiles were created using gunpowder. Gunpowder was created by a Chinese gentleman a long fucking time ago, and it was used in fireworks and signaling and shit like that. And then they realized, hey, if you go like this to this and put a pointy end on it, it can cause damage. That's where the dab comes from, by the way, the Chinese firearm manufacturer of the 1400s. I saw. Go with 32. If you're questioning what you should have, always go with more than you need. This is an old DDR3 system, guy. That's my desk and medication that I should be taking. But this is an old DDR3 setup, and it's got 32 gigs of RAM in it. So, yeah. Always go with the most you can afford, and there's no such thing as overkill when it comes to extra power. That's why I like V8s, because they have extra power and they don't need a rev. What do you think made the 1911 so good to survive 2 world wars? It's very simple, man. Believe it or not, a 1911 is a very dumb gun, but it's made very well. So the trigger on a 1911 is a straight pullback. It's not connected in any way to anything else other than the rear spring, which then acts on the sear and the disconnector. Literally, the 1911 pure 1911 trigger does one thing: it pulls back. Because of its simplicity, it has endured. Hudson failed because they tried to make a complicated gun. All these people that make weird shit fail because they think they're making the newest thing, but they're trying to say it's going to replace the old thing instead of saying, here's something cool, like FK Burno does, but their gun's still based on the CZ75. And, you know, don't reinvent the fucking wheel. You don't fucking shoot the cash cow, you milk the shit out of it. What do I think about Hickok 45? I don't watch him much anymore. I've heard things and I've seen some things, and his response to YouTube's terms of service changes for firearms made me really not agree with what he was doing and the information he was passing along. So much like SDS, if SDS is going to step up and prove themselves to be better than I expected, I'll accept it. And if Hickok 45 does the same thing through his actions and the way he presents himself, then I will eventually give him another chance. But as of right now, I just don't care. You know, and his son says a lot of inflammatory shit that I don't agree with. AMD or Intel? My main rig is an Intel. This rig is all AMD, and I will run both. It doesn't really matter to me. What gun is in the case? It's a non-firing replica of a Winchester Model 1866. Yep. I haven't watched Hickok in 10 years. He hasn't changed in 10 years. FPS Russia through and through. Y2K says AMD for sure if it's pure gaming you want to do. No, I don't agree. AMD for gaming if you want to be on a slightly lower budget. Intel pure clock for clock speeds are still faster than AMD's. AMD may have the faster multi-core speed, but if you look at most gaming situations, most games can't effectively use more than 8 cores unless you're just cranking your settings for a benchmark test. But in standard gaming modes, single core, multi-core up to like 4 to 6 cores is still more important, and Intel can boost more cores more efficiently at higher speeds. Have you fired a BFR 4070? A 4570 BFR? No, I haven't. I would if I can get my hands on one for sure. How do I feel about 45-degree safeties on AR-15s? I rock one on mine with the binary trigger. If you got one, great. If you don't, big deal. 90 degrees and 45 degrees. Just make sure you're hitting that every fucking time you're done shooting, because safety first. Safety doesn't cost you a penny, just like hitting the like button. Segue. But yeah, as long as you engage your safety when you're done so that you don't accidentally let a midget or a child get their hands on your gun.
Stop making fun of midgets.
Get taller, fucker. I was going to get a AM
for a 5600 with an RX 5700. That's a perfectly serviceable 1080p to 1440p machine. I would say pass on the 5700 and save up your money a little bit. Get something, if you want something better than that, even go with the Intel Arc B580, which is the Battle Mage cards. They're $250 and they are a 1440p king. Like that one company that made an assault rifle and shotgun and one gun thought it would be nice to make the assault rifle part of the gun into a pump action instead of the normal way you shoot. Oh, I've seen that gun. They also designed it for competition because you can pump the first round in. You can also cycle all the rounds out if you need to versus dropping the mag or, you know, so like if you're at the end of when you're at a stage and the gun is loaded, instead of racking with the charging handle, you can literally bring it up, pump the first round in, and then it's semi-auto. And then when you're done, they always tell you to open and show clear. You can just lock it open. So that's actually a pretty cool idea. What's your favorite gun you own and favorite gun you don't own? I want my TSO Orange back that I sold to Stone and he let somebody borrow it and he broke it. Favorite gun you own? I don't really have one. I like them all equally. This isn't Sophie's choice and I have a lot of guns. Are game training killers or harmless fun? If you actually think that you can apply what you learn in a video game towards the real world, then you have much bigger problems than that video game is having any effect on. So the news shows worse violence. The news shows people actually killing people. They show locations and talk about how somebody killed multiple people. Oh, this disgruntled employee went back in with an AR-15, a shotgun, and a 9mm and 1,400 rounds of ammunition. He set up on this corner and he started shooting people. Whereas a video game is like, if you jump before you get hit in Fortnite, you can build a wall. So no, if you watch the regular news, you're going to be much more traumatized than anybody playing a fucking game. So please tell me you're not one of those people that believes a video game will cause violence. You're new here, so you're a noob with guns. Well, hang out. Don't get offended. Ask questions in full forms, and we will answer them as best we can. Thoughts on a Taurus Judge? They're fine. I have 6 gun nows. I'm literally just have 6 cases and locks in my closet. It's time to finally get a safe. Which would you recommend for a beginner and just not one I'll go super fast? You're going to wind up outgrowing them if you're an enthusiast in any way. But if you go to like Harbor Freight, you can get some of their cheaper ones. They're all fire rated, so they're fine. Or like Tractor Supply, if you have Winchester safes, they're basically Liberty safes, but built by a company that has better customer service and they're cheaper. Stone. Yeah, it's because I ripped apart a lot of motherfuckers who were stupid. And a bunch of motherfuckers were in here because they heard me cussing. Oh, look who decided to show up instead of just hanging out with his fucking family. Mr. Stone fucking Haven. How's it going? I didn't even know you're still in here, SFR. Yeah, so. Between Tractor Supply and Harbor Freight, which would you recommend? I would recommend Tractor Supply first because more of their stuff made in the U.S. versus Harbor Freight, which is more Chinesium. But hey, you know, the wallet wants what the wallet wants. All I recommend is you get something that's fire rated. If you want to call it an actual safe, it has to be fire rated. This is not fire rated. This is just a gun locker, despite the fact that it looks like it's huge and can hold a lot of shit because it can. This is not fire rated, so I have a lot of insurance against fire because fire is bad for things. So, like this, I could literally make this thing fireproof, but it doesn't have a sturdy enough locking system for me to want to. But this literally just has foam and stuff inside of it. So I would not call that a safe. That is a gun locker. And I still need to bolt it into the studs so that it can't be picked up. Gun goes. Guns don't go. My uncle went when he shot a gun, though. It was funny. Smoke coming out of both ends. I watched this chat for a month before I even made a post. Yeah, it usually answers all the regular questions. Yep. Chinesium has to be the best term I've ever heard. Well, I didn't come up with it. I've heard it before, so that's why it's stuck in my brain. What's the best option for an absolutely new person owning a firearm? I'm 5'5", want to get something, maybe 1 or 2 pieces for home camping and road trip. Then you need to go to a gun store or a fire range, or a range that will let you rent firearms. You need to put guns in your hand. You need to see what fits in your hand so that you can make sure that you can both get a comfortable grip as well as have proper trigger finger placement. You need to make sure that you can easily present the firearm. You need to make sure that you can handle the firearm. That's going to tell you what's good. I can tell you what's reliable. I can't tell you what's going to work for you. How would you fireproof a cabinet like that? I was thinking about doing it. You'd go and get fire-rated drywall and you just line the fucking thing. It's literally what they have in them. The one I redid, it's literally just, it was 3/4 inch thick fireproof drywall, or fire-resistant drywall. You just put that in there. They do be selling chickens.
Look at all the chickens.
Yep. Pete answered the best duty gun. Yep, pretty much. Once I have a comfortable grip and get that sorted out, what's more reliable with the least maintenance? Glock. I hate saying it, but it is true. Glock is easy to maintain. They run a lot of different types of ammo as long as you don't mess with the gun. They are very basic guns. They have shit sights, so if you're going to be carrying it at night, I would recommend, if the store can do the upgrade, have them install some night sights for you, and then you'll have a carry gun that can do it all. If you're just talking about reliability, the next step I would say would be the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 line. They compete directly with Glock for law enforcement and private use, so those are the two that I would start with. You line the inside anywhere, and then you want to get like a fire-resistant caulk for the edges. You got to edge with your caulk. And just kind of go around there and seal it in there. 1911s are my favorite guns. You pulled out an old chili Mac MRE at Thanksgiving and kids didn't think it tasty. Oh well, didn't give them the chicken a la king. Ha! I'm on probation for unlawful discharge of a firearm. What do I do? Finish your probation, seek out a lawyer, see what they're willing to do. But a firearm charge fucks you. You probably shouldn't have improperly discharged the firearm. Hello, Cammy. That's super helpful, Glock Lamau info. Thanks a ton for that. Okay, last annoying question. What about revolvers? Revolvers are actually a good idea because you don't have as many moving parts. I would say get a reputable brand, get a Smith & Wesson or a Ruger. Don't overpay and get a Colt, especially if it's going to be something that you're just going to lay around the house or just take with you on camping trips. You can get guns that can shoot multiple calibers. Ruger makes what's called a convertible. So does Taurus for about $420. It'll shoot .357 and .38, but you can put a different cylinder in it that can shoot 9mm. So you can get a Glock in a 9mm and a revolver in a 9mm. The other benefit to a revolver is you literally just pull the trigger. You don't have to rack it. You don't have to change magazines. Nothing. The downside is capacity. Most revolvers are 5 to 6 rounds. There are some that are 7 to 8, but they're usually pricier guns. Where's the hoodies? We've already discussed that. Thanks, guys. I'm going to go check it out while checking out the drywall. No problem, dude. Do you have a 500 Magnum? No, I do have an X-frame gun in 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum, though. 500 Magnum is fine, but it's too expensive for what it is. Thoughts on super safety? No thoughts on super safety. They got raided, for fuck's sake. They're in trial right now. You don't know about Cold Stone. I know about... Oh, fuck. Damn it. SFR got the same question. I subscribe. Thank you, First Amendment. Any mods have any recommendation for what? Ever fired a computer-printed gun? I have fired a 3D printed gun. As long as it's made right, it might work for a little while, but the filaments are not the same as the materials used by firearms manufacturers. God damn, 52 degrees. That'll barely get my nips hard. Hello, Edgy Esther. What type of guns do you have? Probably easier to tell you what type of guns I don't have. Shit. Fill these. I don't fill nothing. You're welcome, Edgy. I hope you get a good gun, and I hope it's reliable for you. What do I think about the Ops 43? What is the Ops 43? Do my questions pop up? That one did. If it came through while I was ranting, raving, or angrily talking about somebody else, I do apologize, my good sir, but I'm being a fucking dick, so it's kind of hard for me to not do it. All right, we're going to go Irish for the next little bit. What is your favorite type of ammo? Usually self-defense hollow points. You all have Irish accents now. Would you rather have a few dozen guns or with a single magazine for each, or your least favorite gun with unlimited mags? I don't answer that question. Have I ever heard of an STR-9? Yes, I have. Minnesota. It's hard to do an Irish accent while trying not to do the Minnesota one. And I'm coming down with each one. This is an over-exaggeration of the accent. Me autocorrect messed that up. I meant to say, what do I think about the PPS 43? Dude, that's what I meant. The 43 PPS, the Papasha. It's cool. I've never handled one. I've seen and handled replicas, but I want to fire a real one. What do you think about the STR-9 full size? It's pretty cheap for a reason. I've seen various people having issues with them, but I've also seen people saying they run fine. So it's hit and miss. It's kind of like when you buy a Dagger or a Taurus, you're going to get what you pay for. Daimler Chrysler or Fiat Chrysler? I'd probably go with Daimler just because they're the ones that fucking at least brought rear-wheel drive back to Chrysler. Fiat just wanted an inroad for selling Fiats in the United States. You don't know. Here to remind you of the... I can't remember any of the words to her song all of a sudden. And I'm here to remind you of the cross I pray and you look at me. Think High Point will ever become a better brand? It doesn't have to, man. High Point is what they are. High Point is the fucking Old Navy of guns. They know what they got. It's cheap, but it's going to work for a while. You buy an Old Navy hoodie, that fucker's going to fall apart in a year. You buy a Carhartt, it's going to last a long time. So Wilson Combat, Carhartt. High Point, Old Navy. You go to Old Navy when you want to spend $5 like Jefferson's. Isn't it ironic? Which is interesting because most of what she sings in that song is not irony. Please do not eat me.
But you look so goddamn tasty.
Hello from the UK. Favorite bolt-action rifle? My Winchester model 1875-22 because I don't own any. I own a few bolt-actions, but I don't care. Oh, my Savage Scout. Can you do Shrek? I can try, but when I do an accent, it gets all fucked up. That'll do, donkey. Everybody does it that way. Everybody loves their own brand, don't they? Get out of my swamp! I realize striker file pistons are nothing new. My 1915 Savage is a single action striker fire. What is Glock? Is half a cock double action striker fired. It's not double action. It's a pre-cock striker that is not double action. When you pull the trigger after the gun has been set once, and you pull the trigger again and it doesn't reset the trigger, that is not double action. That is a pre-cocked single action. Has nothing to do with the trigger, making it a single action gun. Random comment, but honestly, with the Daewoo K12 action, K2 action was more common, basically an AK piston with AR lugs. I used to carry a Springfield XDM Elite for 2 years and the finish is almost completely gone. Can take it out for 2 to 3 days and it's covered in rust. I mean covered. You need to get it refinished. Wonder what it would look like if Glock made a revolver. It would be made out of plastic, cost too much, and fucking have tolerances that are so loose that you could literally just load it from the barrel. You are employed, my Ellie, or military, or in your past? No, I did not say. You did say half cocked, but you also called it number one, it is not a half-cocked. It's pre-cocked, which is different. And you also said double action. Read your comment again. You called it a double action striker-fired pistol. And half-cocked is a hammer term, not a striker term. Hello from Scranton, temporarily. Heading to Connecticut. Yeah, say hi to Uncle Georgie. I went to a baseball game that had special kids, and the announcer said the syndrome is down, but the scores are up. Holy shit, that is horrible, Egg. Oh, the gun I was talking about was an assault rifle and shotgun combo. Weapon costs crossfire, Mark 1 dude. Oh. Well, that would be very illegal for the U.S. market without a tax stamp. Kind of always wanted a lever action rifle. How do you not have one, Stone? You not like Glocks, or do you? No, they're boring. They're shit. They're trash. They're reliable. They're reliable trash. They're fucking raccoons. That's what a Glock is. A Glock is a raccoon. And I have a Glock tattoo, so fuck Glock. For another $5,000, I will get a heart put around the Glock. Do Native Americans carry bow and arrows anywhere? Only when you're racist. Have a welther? Swear I'm looking at it. You have a welther. Trying to think. I'm not making fun of you. Beretta, Smith & Wesson, Jennings, Taurus, PSA, Randline Syntec, Rock Island 1911, Gerson 1911, Auto Ordnance 1911. No Walters up there, but I do own Walters. Do I like Smith & Wesson? It's Wessen, by the way. They're fine. Get the 1911. I own 16 of them. Which one are we talking about? I don't have one because I've never bought one from my no-toe dealer. That'll change. What would make a Glock a trash panda? Q makes the trash panda. Because you can always rely on a raccoon to be in your trash, and you can always rely on the trash you put in a Glock to fire. It's a very loose metaphor, I'm sorry. Required to carry a Glock 19. Off-duty, I carry a 320. Okay. 5K, we want a full chest Glock tattoo. 5K, I will put Chiappa underneath my nothing gory means no story tattoo that I'm getting on Tuesday. What's the beef with Glocks, man? No Glock, no beef. I recommend them all the time to people that only want one gun and don't have any sense of taste. Usually extended survivor mode of COVID is a loss of taste, so those are the people I recommend Glocks to. What about a classic Glock before the plastic era? No such thing. I apologize. I thought I saw it, my man. No problem, dude. You own an AK? Yep. The one in the back, get it and show it. Nope. Can't pick up guns on a live. Do you have an AK? Yep. Can't touch guns. What's your favorite gun? 1911s. No Chiappa tats. Like I said, I'll put it right underneath nothing gory means no story because I'm putting a magnifying glass around where I slit my wrist. And then I'm going to have the sentence there. And then I'll put Chiappa right there. It'll forever be on my forearm for $5,000. What does Shadow CZ? Shadow CZs, all the Shadow CZs that a Shadow CZ could shadow, but a Shadow CZ only shadows the shadows that a shadow can shadow when it's shadowing itself. Which is weird, because if you're a shadow and you cast a shadow, are you really a shadow or are you a spirit? Because not all spirits are incorporeal. Would you own a 1911 style 45 auto made by Glock? Sure, because they're never going to make one. If we're going to play absurd games, I'll give you an absurd answer. Yes. Nothing gory means no story. Hey, man, I want to know your opinion on Angel's lettuce. Is that like LSD? Balls. Does internal damage count as gore? Sure. I feel like Shadow Systems. Wait, there was no plastic 1911s, is there? So what the heck if they ruined it? Gerson back in the day actually used to make a polymer frame one, and ATI makes one called the Moxie, which is a steel core with a polymer outer body on it. What kind of things do sheep do? Bad things. Then why didn't you call it the Devil's lettuce? Because Angel's lettuce is not a thing. Is the ammo on the Winchester replica you got real? No, the entire gun is fake. It's simply just a shadow box display model. It's not even that old. I think it's from the 80s. Somebody made it. It's really cool looking, though. My grandfather worked for Winchester for a lot of years, so. Fair enough. Looks so nice. No problem, Ryan. See what happens when I'm not being an insulting fucking prick? Everybody runs away. It's like, hey, I can call you a dipshit all you want if you guys will like the fucking videos. But, you know, I'm not going to force it. It's hard to be a dick on command. That's why I don't do porn much anymore sometimes. By the way, clip. Chat says quick being nice. Thoughts on shrooms? For PTSD treatment, I've never personally been treated or diagnosed with PTSD, so I can't actually make a statement when it comes to what is a good treatment for it, my friend. What did the Glock say to the HK? Fuck you! That's what it says. Never seen your videos. What's your channel about? Mostly firearms, usually taking a look at them, showing you how to field strip them, telling you whether or not you should buy them, and why Kiapa and Glock should be thrown off a fucking boat. Do you own a firearm chambered in 357 SIGs? Several. What is a PSA on the wall? That is the Rock RK01. That is the 5.7 millimeter one. What's the best holster? I really am not a holster snob. I actually have dozens of holsters that I've gotten out of $5 bins. This is a Tagawa, and it's my pocket holster for my 1911. Literally, my 1911 just sits in there, and it sits in my pocket, and it holds it. But it's also a belt holster, too. If I want to be a dipshit and outside the waistband carry, I can. Although, you know, why be stupid and outside the waistband carry? I love your honesty in all your videos. I try to be honest, and I hold a lot back tonight. I just decided to lose it on a bunch of motherfuckers that deserve to be lost it on. That's not the right phraseology, terminology. What's your favorite handgun? 1911s, my guy. Beretta or Ruger? Don't really have a preference between the two of them because neither one of them makes a gun that I would say is the best of its type. The Beretta 92 is fine, but it's bulky, and the Ruger SR 1911s are fine, but they're nothing special. Thoughts on 2011? It was a weird year. That was the year I quit the first dealership I ever started at. I moved here in 2011, so I guess it was an okay year. When would you not recommend owning a firearm? If you're in the middle of an airport. I would never recommend not owning a firearm. The only time I would recommend that you should be cautious with owning a firearm is if you are living in a building where there are known felons that can't own firearms, such as if you married one. If you're a felon, I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to own a firearm, but if you were convicted of a violent crime or a gun-related crime and you were told you can't own a firearm and you marry somebody, you probably should think twice about letting your wife have a firearm in the house. Yes, I just did sexist make it the male that went to jail for the violent firearm crime. Because last time I looked, the vast majority of firearm crime committers are men. Why the 1911? Is it their reliability? I like the all-metal gun. I like hammer-fired. I like the trigger. Nothing beats a 1911 trigger until you get to competition guns. I like the weight. It handles recoil well, and I'm just comfortable with it. I have a child, so I have to play it safe and keep it locked up and away from him. Still own it, though. Yep. What brand of holster companies would you suggest? Again, I'm not a holster guy. There are holster reviews that I would recommend on YouTube. Just search that. I'm not a holster guy. I recommend, like, when my store is open, I'll carry 1791, Tagawa, and a few others. But I'm not a holster guy. Did John Collins ever come back? He's come back in spirit a few times. Like earlier, if you watch back at the beginning of this live stream tonight, you'll see me John Collins a lot of motherfuckers tonight. A gun is like a condom. Rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Hell, sometimes I'll put them on and just play with it. Just like a gun. Stupid FN questions are strong tonight. Yeah. How do you feel about 80% blowers for AR-15s? Why do you hate the government so much? Why are you afraid of the government? Are you trying to do something illegal or illicit? Or are you like the diehard journalists who think the truth has to be told and you have to fucking sit there and hate the U.S. government just because they want to control your shit? Guess what? They've always tried to control your shit. And 90% of the 80%ers I've seen built fucking suck. Because they're usually the ones bringing them to our gunsmiths to try to get us to work on them. And we don't work on polymer 80s or 80%ers. Best answer I ever could have gotten. You're welcome. I mean, for everyday carry, a chest holster, a regular holster, how would you carry a snub nose? I'd carry it in the waistband just like I would anything else. Are you a safety on your gun type of guy? Well, I'm a 1911 guy, so yeah, just by design. But I've also carried SIG 320s, which have the fewest number of safeties on them. If you carry an X5 Legion, you literally have nothing but a questionable drop safety. You passed my question. I didn't see it. Type it again. How's it going with your license? As far as I understand, it's done. I'm just waiting for the physical license to be mailed to me. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Best fucking Christmas movie ever since Christmas Story. And that had a gun in it, even though it was a BB gun. What is the best way? I bought a few cheap holsters for my snub nose, but nothing comfortable. Some people cross draw, like they'll carry it here, but I also have a buddy that appendix carries a snub nose right in his waist, so you got to figure that out for yourself, my guy. I carry my 1911 at 4 o'clock. 10 minutes with Lizzo in a closet or 1 minute with Little Nas in the closet. I'd go with Lizzo because I'm pretty sure her butthole is looser by about that much. You can have a gun. Do you have a gun from a war? Sure. Does the Watts riot count? I'm good at 300 yards with my Mosin, not too good with my dad's Glock at 30, but you got to keep trying. Pretty much. What the fuck? Fuck yeah. Hey, you ask a weird question. Never seen Bad Santa. What gun should my wife buy me for my birthday? Just tell her which one you really want. Don't play it as a game. Just tell her, hey, god damn it, I've been a really good boy this year. I want my Wilson Combat 1911. How do you sight in your pistol red dots? Well, I'll usually, and this is not a joke, I'll start at home, so I'll mount the red dot to the gun. Now, I prefer to co-witness, which is basically when your red dot is on your front sight. So I'll aim at something, and usually your sights should be pretty close from the factory, so your front sight and your red dot should both sit on your fucking target, whatever you're picking, be it a light switch or anything like that, and I'll use that to get a rough sight in, and then I'll go to the range and start at like 5 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards. Usually works. What do you think of these new lever actions that have made tactical? I like them. I prefer the newer look aesthetic anyways. How do you feel about the Beretta APX TAC? Don't really think about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, he ran out of money running for office. I co-witness and take the range, 0 windage, then elevation. Do you have a favorite gun? Yeah, just in general, the 1911 platform is my favorite. I got a 308. Yeah, I've got a Savage Scout. Can anyone build their... Why would you remove that one, dude? That's a perfectly good question. Can anyone build their own firearm from scratch, or do you have to have an FFL? In the United States of America, thanks to our Second Amendment rights, as long as you live in a state that doesn't try to cuck the fuck out of you, just like your wife did last night when she went out and picked up a couple of boys and fucked them in front of you, you are, by law, allowed to manufacture your own firearms. You do not need a serial number. You do not have to announce it to anybody. However, you do have to follow the law. You cannot build your own fully automatic. You cannot create your own suppressors without registering them. Anything like that would need to be registered. Where are you able to get those guns at the pawn shop? Nope, still working on it. It's Christmas time. People are spending money on their families, and rightfully so. So I need to come up with about $8,000. So if you got $8,000 laying around, send it on to me using a Cash App, please. No YouTube. I won't get it. 2012 Afghanistan unit pistols for deployment was a Kimber Custom 2. That's cool. Well then, that was graphic. You're welcome. I told you, I ain't holding shit back tonight, brother. Is there a limit to how many you can manufacture? Well, if you manufacture too many, then somebody may get wind of it, and then you could get in trouble because they could accuse you. And I'm not saying you will get in trouble, but I'm saying they could potentially say that you're manufacturing them for sale. But no, technically by law, you can manufacture as many guns as you want. You just can't just go randomly selling them to people. Just subscribed. I like how really you seem no one has ever responded to my comments before. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like too. Right there. Right there. If you can catch my hand, you can unlike. You got diarrhea? All the time. Shit's coming out of the mouth all the time. I believe in reverse osmosis for food. Most hated gun to take apart and clean. Believe it or not, it's not what you think. The Walther PK380 is one of the ones I hate the most. I hate that, and then the little fucker. The Phoenix Arms HPA 22. So I hate any fucking gun that has a full-length spring with a half-length guide rod that isn't a 1911 because those retain them inside the slide. The PK380 has a spring this fucking long because it's blowback, and you have to compress it down to here where the fucking guide rod is this goddamn long, so you have to in order to get it back together. So fuck the PK380. Transferring firearms, can gift them. You can only gift firearms to a direct family member. You cannot gift firearms to somebody who is not directly in your family. Bro. What's a requirement for you to be able to hold a firearm? I don't know. Be over the age of 13 in a store or talk to your Uncle David. 1911s are a pain in the ass. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're literally 4 fucking parts, dude. What are you talking about? Push down the plunger, turn the barrel bushing, let the plunger fly across the room, take out the slide lock, take it apart. They're not difficult to work on, my guy. What did I just join in on? Masturbation. You go first. What compact gun do you recommend to carry off duty? I don't know who you are, Jay, so I don't know what you like. I can't recommend a gun. I can tell you what's reliable. Hellcat 365, FN reflex is getting better. The Canic MC line. 3 hours. Yeah, nobody wanted to watch me wear a corset, so fuck you guys. You didn't see what I said, huh? Nope, I didn't. And you can keep asking, bro. Just repeat the question every now and then, but don't spam. To take the hunter safety course. For what? Compared to Smith & Wesson, M&P, or a Glock, yeah, they're a pain, plus you need a tool. No, you don't. Again, you want to get me fucking riled up? You don't need a fucking tool. Who the fuck says you need a tool to take down a 1911? If you need a tool, it's because you got weak fucking hands. And you don't need a tool, you can use the fucking base of your magazine to fucking push down the plunger far enough to turn the fucking barrel bushing. If you need a fucking tool, you're a fucking tool. I didn't know you were trying to stream longer. No, I used to stream 5 to 6 hours back in the day, but it really didn't help viewership or hours, so I was like, fuck that. No, I offered everybody, if they wanted to watch me wear something stupid like when I did the titty stream, they needed to pay for it. One-piece guide rod, you need a tool. No, you don't. You need a paperclip. That's not a tool. Angie. I'm not angry. I just don't like stupid people saying stupid shit. So if you like saying stupid shit, this is the wrong place to do it. It's a 1911. They're the easiest pistol. Still, all you need is a paperclip SFR. And in fact, if you get the Atlas Gunworks single-piece guide rod for the 2011 for bull barrels, you don't even need a tool because they have a push button on them. I defy you to call a paperclip a tool! Bro, literally every 1911 is literally the easiest to take care of and take apart. Yep.
Baby hands. Baby hands. Look! I have baby hands. This isn't a penny.
Can't take apart Team 1911, shouldn't be having. What's the strangest gun you've ever seen in person? Probably a Boberg Bullpup 9mm. How long have you been collecting for? I don't collect, I buy. I wouldn't say I collect because I do it for the channel, but I've only been doing it since 2017. My voice command is not working correctly.
Hey, Alexa, add condoms to the shopping list.
When the M1 Grand bit their thumb. Magic, devil work, crazy.
Yeah.
My dad pulled the greatest magic trick ever. He said he was going out for milk and cigarettes. That's only funny because I'm an 80s kid and it was probably true for a lot of people. Luckily, my father is a great man. It'd be awkward if my father was a Great Dane. It's like, then I'd be half puppy. Bro, I don't trust Cash App. They gave someone random dude my wife's ID info and social security number. No joke, bro. Oh, that fucking sucks. Well, the problem is Cash App is two-way friendly. PayPal and Square are not. My friend is gifting me a Mossberg 12 gauge and a couple single action pistols. I'm still a life member in the NRA, so do I have to just take a safety course in order to transfer? If he is not a family member and you live in a state that does not allow private sales, then you need to go to an FFL. If you are in a state that allows private sales, just write a bill of sale saying, or it doesn't even have to be a bill of sale, it just has to be a receipt saying, I am gifting these firearms to. In a state without any restrictions like that, then you're perfectly fine to do that. So just write a receipt. My Alexa just added condom. Hey Alexa, add large 3-bump butt plug to the shopping list. Why is there a pistol lower just hanging on your wall, and what is it? There's actually two of them. That one is from Sharps Brothers. This one is from Icarus Precision. They are both Springfield Echelon grip modules. I actually need to pick up the new Springfield Echelon comp, but I'm waiting for my FFL because fuck paying retail. And once I get the FFL, I'll order the comp version, and then I got to make a video on Icarus's. They gave that one to me. Damn, half Scooby-Doo. That's fun. What's the gun in the case? Non-firing Winchester 1886. Got any shotguns? That's a shotgun. Yes, I also have a Mossberg 930 tactical, and I have a Maverick 88 pump. Icarus looks nice. Feels pretty good. That's funny. In Ohio State count for that, dude? Does Ohio State count for that? I don't know the state laws for Ohio. I do apologize. I don't read that one. Would you read this question? You got it. You got snipers? No, I don't employ anybody. California. You need to, I don't think you can just gift in California. You ever did stand up? I stand up every morning and usually fall over. You need a TV show. I was thinking about doing trying to do voiceover work. What was a strange gun you've seen again? I can't spell that shit. Boburg. B-O-B-U-R-G. Bullpup. B-U-L-L-P-U-P. It's actually sold under Bond Arms now. B-O-N-D-A-R-M-S. But it was originally created by a guy named Bill Boburg out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota, where I used to work. Sweden got hella gun laws. Sad times. Yeah, but everybody gets their own individual death bunker or end of the world bunker. Can you jump? I'm almost white. What do you think? No. So it's going to be a pain in the ass. It's California. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it, dude. You're going to have to go to an FFL and pay for the transfers. What's the largest caliber weapon you have owned and what the bullet grain counts? The largest gun I've owned would probably then be my 45-70. I've fired a Barrett M82A1, but I haven't owned one. I want to. That was probably the single best priced deal at the Chantilly Gun Show. They had an M82A1 with 5 mags and a case of ammo for $8,200, which was actually a really solid deal. Arizona is not the best state for the gun laws. It's actually Wyoming, believe it or not. They do a poll every year and they check gun laws. Arizona is very good with their gun laws, but in terms of restrictions on firearms, Wyoming has the least number of restrictions. Do you have any sniper rifles? If so, what do you think is the best for just shooting, in your opinion, bolt action or semi-auto? Bolt action is always going to be better than a semi-auto when it comes to sniper-ish rifles, but sniper is a role. I prefer just marksman's rifles, even though those are technically interchangeable in the mind of the world. Into the thick of it. Yes, I love Wyoming. No, it's not. Wyoming sucks. Go somewhere else. Dude, SFR, there's 4 of you out there. And if you don't like the guy, take him out. There's 4 of you out there. Who's going to tell? Your brother, the cop? He's a mixed breed. His dad's a Great Dane, apparently. Yep. And my mom was an Asian. So luckily he didn't eat her. Or she didn't eat him. That would be praying mantis. I'm half Great Dane, half praying mantis. Hence the eyes. Fuck you all. None of you even said anything bad. Fuck you anyways. I love you all. I was going to make a shirt that said that, but it's really offensive. It was going to be fuck you, I love you, because I say that to all my friends. I got them marksman's rifles. Video games call them sniper rifles. Yeah, the problem is that has become another one of those colloquialisms that everybody just accepts, but it's not accurate. Sniper was a term for somebody did, but it's so ubiquitous in the world of online and single-person FPS bullshit games that everybody uses it. It's wrong, but yeah. Yes, I bought my upper and lower receiver for my A2 from Arizona, and I'm afraid to even register it. You know what's funny? My ATF guy told me that if I actually take a lower and an upper and put them together, that I'm technically a manufacturer and I have to apply for a different license. What do you think of the Galil? I don't remember how to spell it. You spelled it right. That is the Israeli AK style, but it's in 5.45. It's pretty cool. Little googly eyes never hurt nobody. Hey, you know what, dude? My peripheral vision is so good, I can still see my hands. Look, I'm flipping you off. That's why it's called a sniper rifle, dude, instead of a marksman rifle. No, I get it, dude. I'm not, like I said, I know that you're not because you've been in here for a while. Please understand that I understand the context when I understand the person. So you're a Asian? No, I'm, because I was actually born in a foreign Asian country, I'm Asian American, so I am what they call, I was going to put it really badly. but I'm an Asiental. Jackson Hole is a valley in northwest Wyoming surrounded by Teton and Gross Venture mountain ranges. Jackson Hole is also in the book series from Louis McMaster Bujold called all the Vorkosigan books. It's a really good place. What's your favorite hand pew you own? 1911s, just in general. Filled with Californians trying to institute California politics. Just take them all out, dude. There's only 4 of you. You can take most of California. What's an Asiental? It's a mix between Asian and Oriental because I was actually born over there. So you're a prey animal. They have those kind of visions. No. I prefer to think of myself as a constipated fox. What's your longest shot on target, my dude? None of the ranges out near me go past 300 yards. So officially, I can only say 300 yards. Bro, you're killing me. Thank you. He is cute. Of course, he is prey. Not that you buy me like 50 drinks first. I'm not. Dude, I might be prey, but I ain't cheap prey. Not some fucking Duke College 23-year-old fucking idiot. Boy or girl, doesn't matter. Don't get sexist. You don't know. I was going to wear a corset. This might have vodka in it. You don't know. Key make is done. Steam key? Sad we can't get more than 300 yards unless you own like a fucking mountain. Yeah, no, I plan on getting enough land to get like 500 yards, but there's also a range called Peacemaker. They close down part of their range every now and then they can go out like a mile and a half. It's a real live? Yeah. You drink a whole 2-liter? No. I've been working on this for days, my guy. Also, it's 0 sugar, so the problem I have to worry about is sodium. But I get over that because I'm Asian. I'm made out of fucking soy sauce and seaweed. What do you think of the green gun dude, the one who guys made when they couldn't have firearms? And yes, I know I didn't put all the information, dude. My apologies. I don't know much about the grease gun dudes, the one that you're talking about. But if you're manufacturing firearms when you're not allowed to, that's still technically a boo-boo. So I grew up there. I know exactly what it is. Was that a shotgun in back of you? Yes. Cola or Pepsi? It's Coca-Cola Zero. Not a big fan of the Pepsi variant. When I was younger, I was closing in on 400 pounds, and I decided to lose a fuck ton of weight, so I started drinking a lot of soda to make my stomach full, and I used to drink like 48 cans of soda a day, and it was usually Pepsi. So I'm not a fan of Pepsi anymore. It's too sugary. Helen Cota, hello. Down in Kentucky, ours 300, but my family has 2,000 acres of mountain. We occasionally shoot from the top of the mountain to help bullet drop for fun and fuck around with tannerite. Nice. Is that a gaming chair? I wouldn't really call it a gaming chair. It's from Staples. It's called the Emerge. It's designed like a racing chair, but how are you not diabetic? Funny thing. So I was nearly 400 pounds, right? But I used to donate plasma, and they check your blood sugar all the time, so I know I wasn't diabetic when I was super heavy. I lost all that weight. I got down to about 290 pounds, and then I became diabetic. So I am diabetic, but I don't depend on insulin or anything like that. I just take pills. So yeah, I used to drink a lot of them. So I can actually literally take a full 12-ounce can of soda like a shot. I'm 53 now. I've been out of service for a while. I own a couple of guns, but I haven't fired any weapons in a while. Well, thank you for your service, and my dad's the same way. My dad was, what do they call that? In the Army, it's above sniper, something marksman. He's got tons of shooting trees and shit, but he hasn't touched a gun in a decade. He retired in 2012. Hey, Couch Guy. Hey, Bloodsong. Are you 23? What? I'm 45, bruh. How do you guys have time for games? Is this the most time I waste per week? I have not been in the Army. I was physically disabled from a very young child. I was born and made out of bad parts. So I was born with a deformed leg, so that kind of was healed before I came home. And then I had flat feet, bad back, migraines. I could have faked my way into the Army, but I turned 18 in 1997, which was during the massive drawdown when they were paying guys that were already in like $30,000 to $50,000 to get out early. They were paying them part of their retirement early, so they weren't going to take me at all. I play about 1 hour of games a week. Yeah, right, Stone. You got a wife. You're always playing that. Can I get some? You married? Nope. I have to also blow my nose. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't have any tissues. God damn it! Post-it it is. That's not gross. Oh, right in the garbage can. Hey, unrealistic to pay 0% taxes. Trump doesn't pay taxes. The life cut out for me. Do you play video games? Yes, I do. Did you say 45 or am I tripping? I am 45 years old, born in 1979. Alexa, add laxatives and butt plugs to the shopping list. Dude, I can drink a 2-liter bottle of soda in under a day. Is that bad? But I can occasionally do it. Yes. Even if you're drinking zero sugar stuff, they have tons of sodium in them. I don't recommend doing that. Also, you're not getting any essential vitamins or anything. Looking at the bottle of the Choke Zero, you've got 1 gram of fat. That's not going to help you. Sodium, 40 milligrams per serving. 0 carbs, 0 sugar. You get 0 anything. You're getting 60 milligrams of... I had LASIK surgery, and now I can't read anything up close. Potato. That can't be right. Anyways. You saw his dick, too? Mine? Yes. Hey, man, I'm medically discharged from the U.S. Army, but I still appreciate my fathers and all who actually served. That's dope. You look, young man. Keep taking care of yourself. Respect. It's that Asian in me, dude. I'm going to wake up one day and I'm going to look like all those old Asian motherfuckers from all those kung fu movies. You know, the one where they go up the mountain to see the old timer that knows every fucking thing, and you got the 19-yard all white thing with the eyebrows that go way out to here. What'd you make my Alexa do, couch man? Hey, Alexa, add suppositories to the shopping list. You need the beard first, though. No, it just sprouts. It's kind of like when you, like all my girls that are watching this, you know, you go to bed and the next day you got boobs. Same thing when you're Asian. You wake up one day and you just have that long-ass white hair, especially stuff that comes out of the ears. The old Asian guys with the patch beards, we know them, yep. Alien Gear or Safari Land for a duty holster. Don't know, I've never done either. Jersey drones. Don't care, I hope they bomb the shit out of Jersey. I got off-brand Dr. Pepper called Dr. Topper. Oh, I knew Dr. Topper. He was very aggressive. Trauma? No, Dr. Topper. I don't like to be kissed. What's your median income there? They actually have a very high median income there because there's only 4 people. I feel that, man. I'm 28. My son is 7. Gotta say, I'm glad I'm not still serving that pistol slide, though. Lol. Yep. Why is the gun at the bottom missing its top part? Because that is a grip module for a Springfield Echelon. I'm beyond curious. What about Dr. Topper? He charges by the hour, but... I don't want to eat that after it's been through me. What? 72,000. Yep. What? The pistol side? Pistol side what? What are we talking about? Help me out, brother. I'm missing the plot. I'm trying to be funny and I'm missing things. I'm hopping off for the night. Thanks for the best answers. You're welcome, Alexander. Big Red Soda is the best. What pistol slide? What am I missing? Hey, buddy, is that a Kel-Tec or the Escort? Hey, buddy, is your wife available? No, I'm just fucking with you. It's the Kel-Tec. Can you show off the PSA? Nope, you're just going to have to Google it and look at pictures. Vanilla Coke is the best. It's too sweet, man. I can only drink like 1 can of that a year. That's like my banner. Stop removing Hunter stuff. I was wondering why the bottom pistol is missing the top part I called a slide. Oh, those are called grip modules. The Springfield Echelon has interchangeable grip modules for it, and that one is one of them. That's all. Have you heard that the military is going to switch to 6.5? No, they aren't. They just invested in 6.8. So, Barks. I like Barks. Your banner. What about it? She is available today, buddy. Oh, God, if you're offering her to her, I don't know if I want it. I mean, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. Sorry, I'll fuck your husband. What? Nothing. Army Combat Medic 40th ID and Alexa can have you, motherfucker. I know. I'm hoping everybody's can. Alexa, add teddy bears to the list. You gonna get a new grip module for it or leave it as B? Those are new grip modules. Those are aftermarket grip modules for the Springfield Echelon. That is an all aluminum Sharps Brothers. That is an all aluminum Icarus Precision. You don't want to fuck me. I cry a lot. Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa, add Bad Dragon to the shopping list. Hey Siri, add this to your list. Butt plugs. What is that dang shotgun you have there? That's a Keltec KS7. Alexa, add the new edition of Playboy. That's not a good one, Cody. She wanted to order laxatives. No, don't worry about it, Hunter. It's taken care of. Are you live every day? I feel like I see you every time I scroll through lives. Nope, every other day. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Saturday and Sunday are my wacky days. CID to cut. Don't understand what you said, brother. Don't need to add that, Zaxxon. I already got some. Okay. It won't even. Tanya, what's up? No. If I unlock a car for a drunk guy and he gets in an accident, could I be considered at fault? Probably, dude. Big Al donated $1.99. I can get me some peanuts. Why don't they add some juice for some things? What? You got censored? Sorry. That's ironic. Unlike Alanis Morissette song, that's actually ironic. Hello, Hunter. Upper just came in. Can you help me put it together first time? I don't know who you are, where you are, or why you would even ask somebody random dude on the internet to put your gun together, but no, I'm not a gunsmith. I'm a subscribe. I'm a human. What 1911 brand did you buy? The one at the very bottom right. That isn't a 1911. No guns. Tank. Haha. Why are you wearing a hat indoors? I always wear a hat. This is 48% of my fucking personality right here. This thing tells me what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. It also is going to take the blame at my murder trial. Also, why not wear a hat? I like the way a hat feels. I like the constriction on my head. The last time I wore a hijab inside, I got accused of appropriating a culture. Enabling an obvious drunk opens you to liability. If they see your business connected, they'll sue just to get your limbs. Yep. No Gatorade tonight. All right, didn't know you were an a-hole. Oh, I'm a big a-hole, Juan. You just got on the fucking internet and asked a random dude to put your fucking gun together. You're a fucking idiot. How's that for you? I'm an asshole. You're a fucking moron for asking a random stranger to put your fucking gun together. You fucking dipshit. So yeah, I'm an asshole. You're a fucking moron who shouldn't have a gun. I don't give a fuck if you've been following me since I started on this shit. Jumping onto a live and asking a guy to put your fucking gun together is fucking retarded, you stupid fuck. I have an email. You can reach out to me in fucking private. You want to fucking act like that and you fucking get offended that I fucking tell you no? Go fuck yourself. And the horse you rode in on. And I do have a big a-hole, and Stonehaven has seen it. I saw he had the camera on his nightstand when I stayed at his house. When would you not recommend somebody to own a gun? That fuck. But since he can't figure out how to put a fucking AR upper and lower together, I think we're pretty fucking safe. Whoa, and the horse? Yeah, I'm a freewheeling kind of do what you can kind of guy. Also, his asshole probably can take it. Tell him. First, John Collins, and now Hunter Biden asking to assemble his gun. Yeah. So, bro, I've been following you for a while. Who gives a fuck? You think that's going to save your dumb ass? Can't we all just get along? Yeah, he can get the fuck along off the fucking road where he's fucking standing on the side of it, holding a disassembled AR that has 2 fucking pins, asking people to put it together. Anyways, how you doing? I didn't see you this mad ever. Dude, I'm just fucking ripping into motherfuckers. Motherfuckers want to come up in here and start some shit, I'll fucking play around and fuck some shit up. Big Tesla, thank you. Everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Friday. We're having a fuck you Friday. People are coming and saying some stupid shit tonight, Sofa. What kind of gun did the CEO killer have? It was just a 3D printed Gen 3 Glock clone, which is why it didn't work. Well, it worked. Now go get a beer for those peanuts. Bro, I'm going to get some lube for all these fuckers that I'm fucking. Bro, how does somebody not know how to assemble an AR lower and upper together? Like, what the heck? How do they even get a firearm? Exactly. Dude, can you just tell me what brand the bottom right 1911 is? There is no bottom right. There's a second level. There's a shotgun on the bottom. So you got to be more specific. There's 3 rows of handguns, a shotgun, and 2 grip modules. But I can also do this. Since you want to be fucking demanding when I'm being an asshole to people. I'm being an asshole to people, and you're being an asshole and expecting me not to be an asshole back. Fuck you! Vodka and the Coke? Yeah, you'd be surprised. If I was actually drunk, people would be laughing their ass off. But thank you for your 3rd ever donation, good sir. May you have very many good day tomorrow. You have any rifles you can show us? Can't pick up guns on live streams, my guy. I was at Matt a couple days ago when some asshole stole my truck. Oh, was that yours? You want it back? $500,000. I won't tell the government what you had inside the gas tank. That guy gives me that I'm going to sit on the TV and watch the couch vibes. Ha! That's a grip, not a pistol lower. Like, what the? I have a red dot plate and a Silia. I just haven't put it on yet. There you go. Get her done. Grab your screwdrivers and your Allen wrenches. I'm glad I tuned in. I am laughing my ass off. Thank you, Sofa. Hi, chat. What? You can't say hi to me? Brother comes in here. This is my fucking channel, guy. You say hi to me. Come on, Goonies. Come on. Say hi. Say hi, Jiminy. Say hi. You're bringing out my fuck you. I'm trying to fight it. But all I want to do is flip you all off. Oh, hi then. That is what it's based on, Ryan. Do you think the government will take the guns away from the cops? See, I get where you're coming from with that statement, Rare Breed, but I'm going to point out that if we didn't have cops, you'd be dead in a day. They need to take the guns away from the bad cops, the cops that get the job just trying to be dicks. The ones that think that they're getting some sort of power that they can hold over people, and the ones that don't educate themselves and fucking go out and try to enforce laws that aren't actually laws. Those motherfuckers need their guns taken away. It's not that hard to learn shit. You're supposed to learn that shit at the academy, but they're too busy doing bong shots and fucking each other that they don't understand what they're supposed to be doing when they finally get out on the streets and they're supposed to be serving and protecting us, and then they fucking have an abuse of power issue. Those motherfuckers need to lose their guns. I'll say that. Are the red dot plates reliable when you look into the rear sight notch? When hooks into the rear sight notch? They're harder to keep zeroed, Kimberly, but they can work for like seldom use. But you will notice that you'll probably have to re-zero it after a while. Especially if you don't put it in a case when you're done shooting the gun. If it goes into a gun range bag or just loose, you can knock the sights a little bit more. We should do special policing action in Mexico so we don't get crippled by Roe. Mike Rowe? What is Mike Rowe doing? Thank you, Jay. Hey, RJ. Finish the AXG build. What AXG build? Thoughts about Holosun? I like them. They're pretty decent. They do break easier than some people realize. I had one on my T-Sauce Night Stalker, and we had it at the Faith and Freedom shoot in 2023, and somehow it broke just from regular shooting. Like it cracked the optic. Now, the only thing I can think is somebody dropped the gun when I wasn't looking, but nobody told me they did. That's a SIG module back there. No, it's a Sharps Brothers Springfield Echelon module. I've already had it on a regular Echelon, but I'm picking up a Springfield Echelon comp as soon as my FFL comes through because I don't pay retail for nothing, and I haven't found one used yet. So I will get one, and then it'll go on there. My Mosin is the frickin' mention in learning how to zero. Yep, having only hard sights and range is different. I zero mine at 300 yards. A lot of times, I mean, that's an okay way to do it too, but like I zero in like my ARs, I zero them in for 50, because if you're on at 50, you're going to be on at 150 and 200. But I just got the Siley Chameleon SR8 for my Canic Rival. It's my third Siley. I like them. I've got the Cat Zero from Siley. They sent it to me for a review, and I did a quick one. I had it on that Gerson Influencer X 1911, because that's actually optics cut for RMSE. It just has a really cool full-size plate that the rear sight covers the entire optics mounting section, and mine work good. I got something to ask. Like most cops in Ohio, they're mostly brain dead or children who think they got power over and not get into trouble. So I don't know much about Ohio, Hunter, but everywhere has that issue, unfortunately, especially with these newer guys. That a lot of learning nowadays is not done like person to person. It's done with online schooling and shit. So I can only wonder if a lot of cops do a lot more online testing and shit like that, so they're not getting the verbal questions that they should be getting, so that they can actually know them. And the questions are all the same for everybody, so they're probably all cheating off of each other. And there's just bad motherfucking cops out there that think the law doesn't apply to them because of thin blue line or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I took your advice, if you remember, about getting the CZ7, not the 09 for concealed carry. It's comfortable for carry, let me tell you that. Awesome, Masu. Right off at 300, and you're off by... off at 300, you're off at 50, so always use and know your weapons. Don't just think point and shoot. Doesn't work like that. Agreed. The only school that works when you're not going to sight in your weapons is spray and pray and accuracy by volume, but that shit's expensive. I wouldn't trust someone with online training only like SDI. I don't trust those motherfuckers. They overcharge and underteach, in my opinion. SDI is better than Phoenix. Remember Phoenix Online? But yes, you need hands-on experience with modifying firearms. You need that. Problem is, COVID created a full online situation where you see it when it comes to corporate motherfuckers. Now, can remote work for a lot of people? Yes. Does it work for all the motherfuckers that claim it does? Fuck no. So, yeah, a limited number of people, you can learn tolerances and numbers and all that stuff all you want. But if you don't have the gun in front of you, taking it apart, filing things down, removing burrs, smoothing out triggers, doing all the stuff that a gunsmith learns from actually working on a physical firearm, all you're going to have is a book learning. It's just like every motherfucking mechanic at Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Toyota, Mazda, Nissan, Lexus, Ferrari, Maserati, motherfucking Peugeot. All these motherfuckers do their testing online, and I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. Leesburg Ford, half their motherfucking staff, I did their fucking tests. So, yeah. Online learning can be fucking tricked. Do you like the movie Sniper with Bradley Cooper? I've never watched that one. What do I think of his AK-50 build? It's cool. It's impractical, which he knew when he was doing it, and it's expensive, which he knew, and he built it on his own terms, which is what I really respect. They're eating Arquette and eating the dogs. Nice. Washa. Not in Hanme. Washa. Looking to get a 1911, have a budget of $1,500. What's your opinion on the best 1911 in this price range? Dan Wesson, Point Man, 745. Fusion Firearms make some good choices. You can get Springfield Operator. You can probably get a used TRP for about $1,500. Facts, thank you. Love your channel. Keep it up. Let's hit the range one of these days. I don't go out with people I don't really know, so I probably want to have some conversations with you before I go to the range with you. Sorry, Chris Kyle. Any big brothers you like in your family? I don't have any brothers that are older than me. I have a younger brother who's 11 years younger than me. He's gone to the range with me once, and he was an okay shot, but I don't have any big brothers. Have I seen Game Night yet? Nope. I'm doing it on purpose. You buy a Glock, I'll watch Game Night. Do you like the new platypus? I really like the feel of it. I've only held one, Kimberly. It felt really good in the hand. I kept saying, now this is my fault. When people started asking me back in March, why don't you get one? I'm like, oh, because it's 18 to 24 weeks to get one. I didn't order one. Now here we are in December, and I am committed to an STI Grandmaster, and I got $8,000 in guns sitting at pawn shops. So yeah, I should have just bought one. You got your TRP from a friend for $1,500. There you go. You just got a gunsmith apprenticeship. Good, dude. Fucking, here's number one. Don't tell a gunsmith that you know more than he does. Even if you know something he doesn't, shut the fuck up until he's done teaching you, and then apply that to what you already know, because most good gunsmiths know more than an apprentice. I don't want you to watch it that bad. I only go to the range with my dad. I don't trust people. So you're answering that you respect what he did even if it was expensive and not practical. Oh yeah, 100%. It's like, I don't like lowriders, but I respect what they've done. Like, since I know I don't need to fucking ever own one, I'm cool. And I'll never meet the guy in real life. It doesn't matter if I have 1 million subs or 2 million subs. He's cool and all, but he's not somebody I want to meet. I've had many different people ask me for a collab, and I've turned them all down. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a gun tuber. People say that I influence their decision, and that's more of me being your buddy versus me being a gun tuber. I'm not a gun tuber. I don't make a living at it. Yes, I got sent the gun for a review, but I'm not being paid to do it, and I get no benefits from it other than they might send me another gun at some point to look at. The key is to learning is being a good listener. Yep.
It's like your mother always said, you got one mouth and two ears so you can listen twice as much as you speak, even though this is by centimeter way larger than me.
Great advice, and not just for about anything. Yep. I was at the range shop, and one of the workers there sold Canic springs and ejectors don't last long because they're cheap. Is that true in your experience? First generation Canic stuff, yes. Modern Canic stuff, unless you're a competition shooter, you're probably not going to wear out the spring. But you can always go on and get aftermarket stuff. What's your thoughts on the PTR vent suppressor? Never played with one. Don't have an opinion. What gun is in the shadow box? A non-firing replica of a Winchester model 1886. If somebody sends you a pipe pistol, what's your answer, bro? No. You're not an influencer, but you have an influencer. Yeah, I got influence. Tarais Judge, question mark. Yeah, get one. You know, some people will tell you to get the Governor from Smith & Wesson because they do the same thing, but the Taurus Judge will do it just fine. Again, unless you're a competition shooter, buy the cheap ones. Why do guns jam? A lot of times it falls down to a number of things. Either the bullet shape in the casing, the bullet shape can cause them to jam. The springs are either wrong or they're old and worn out, or you have a bad magazine. Or you're a limp-wristing little bitch. Is there a budget tactical lever gun that you know of? Rossi is the cheapest lever gun stuff, but I don't know if they do a tactical version. They do a black version. They copied the Henry Allweather, but they don't do like a tactical. A lot of reasons. Yep. Did I miss much while I was gone? Nah, not too much. I just went off on another motherfucker. What do you think of the PSA micro dagger is reliable? No, I don't trust any PSA gun unless I shoot it myself. You have a 50-50 shot that it has all its parts. Get the British given. It'll apologize to your assailant instead of firing. Oh, pardon me. I don't know this. He expected a gun to work? Oh, no. You should make people pay for you to tell them what is in the box. You'd be rich in no time. But that's like Twitch behavior. What's your favorite gun behind you? Big Dick McDick Dick. The Jennings J22. What would you recommend for concealed carry around the $500 range? I don't recommend guns to people. I tell you how to find what's going to work best for you. I can tell you what's reliable. You can get a Glock 19 for $500. You can get a Smith & Wesson M&P 2 for $500. But here's what you need to do. You need to go to your local gun store or a range that rents guns. Pick up a bunch of guns, my guy. So check out like the Canic Meta, Glock 19, Smith & Wesson M&P Compact, even a Sig Compact. I don't really recommend those. Or a Walter Compact, a lot of those, or even a CZP-10. That would probably be my recommended, like, most reliable version out of all those. But again, pick up all those guns, see which one fits your hand best. That's going to tell you what you're going to get. Have I ever seen the Lago Aliens pistol? Yes, if you look on my channel, I did one of the first reviews on them when they first came out. I had some dude order 2 of them at the gun store we were at. Why is it called Big Dick McDick Dick? Somebody made a question asking me to name all the guns behind me instead of asking me what they actually are. They just said, what are the names of the guns behind you? So I went through and I was naming them all, and that was the smallest gun on the wall, and I just let out Big Dick McDick Dick, and it stuck. All right, Reg, you don't need to do what I said I'm not going to do. You really hold that machine gun and Predator with one hand? Which machine gun and Predator? Which Predator? I did that. I messed up my text. Don't worry about it. Is that a little 380? It's actually only a 22 long rifle. Hey, nice. Fuck you with that Luger shit. You owe me $1 now. Cash App, too. I always wondered. Yep, that's where it got its name from. I was being a dick. I was being a big dick with my little dick. And the dick with the dick. Everybody dick. Everybody dick. When the dick comes out, when the dick's in your mouth. When am I coming to your range? Again, brother, I really don't know who you are. Send me an email. We'll start talking, but I don't go to random people's places, dude. The fixed barrel, and it's so accurate. Dirty guns can cause them to jam. 2, can't it, depending on the gun. You got to get them pretty dirty to jam a gun reliably. What makes the 38 special? It's a slightly tarted version of a 357. I don't know. Old fuckers back in the day were idiots and they fucking called rounds whatever the fuck they wanted. They owed you $1, there's your $1. Well, Ryan took care of Stonehaven's debt. Stonehaven, do you see that? Random guys on the internet are paying your debt now. That's why your TSO fell apart. I will say that when I owned the Tactical Sport Orange, it never fell apart on me. Although technically it never fell apart on you either. McManus, I know you're listening. Apologize for breaking the gun. Now, apologize. Apologize, McManus. Fuck it, I'm texting him. Let's see. Just asserting dominance. If he pays enough, he can dominate. Never mind. Get on live and apologize for breaking my gun. Should I dox him and show you his phone number? What's your go-to home defense? Shotgun. Hey. Whoa. Don't tempt me with a good time. Hi. Just remember, it's all fun and games until I'm crying. Hey, MC, what's up, dude? What do you think is the most stupid caliber, and what do you think is the best caliber? I think the stupidest caliber out there is probably, in my opinion, 2245 Krag, because it's expensive. Actually, I'm not a caliber guy, Hunter. Sorry. Ryan Bush, you can't do anything. You can't leak us. I should have said round instead of caliber. No, that's fine. It just, I'm not an ammo guy. So I got into guns so late in comparison to like all the motherfuckers that were shooting since they were fetuses or feti. But I didn't get into guns until I was almost 38 years old. So for me, guns are guns. I like the guns. It's like, I don't give a shit about the gas that goes in my Charger, even though I do use good gas. So I liked the Charger and I wanted the Hemi. I liked the 1911. I wanted a 1911. What's in it is what's in it. That's a broken ass analogy, but if you can figure it out, not only do I have 2 thumbs up for you, I have an erection. Should have said round, yep. Thank you for your knowledge. All right. Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. What's a hollow point? What I just said? I instead ended up getting another phone call when you went on your rant. What did you say? I just pulled in my driveway and got another key made. I just said that technically the gun broke on McManus, not on either of us. I can't remember most gun rounds, but I remember the name of the guns, and I understand that, dude. Well, it's just like, there's some guns that are only available in certain calibers. Like, there's some that are only available in 9, some are only available in 45, some are only available in 10 or 357, whatever the case may be. And in that case, I'll go with whatever their casing cases in their case in the case. What's in the box except Winchester white box and 87? I don't use white box, nor do I use 87. The 2 thumbs up and an erection just got you a sub. The 2 thumbs up in the erection got me a chub. Oh, he's beating that dead horse. I do not beat dead horse eye anymore. I don't beat him any less either. What a weird saying. It's like some dude's walking down the road, sees a dead horse, and just starts beating it. Damn you, horse! Why are you dead? I'm going to make you into glue. Random thing to make out of a horse. But we're going to try it. First time I took it out after I painted it, the safety fell off, but I put it back on, never had a problem with it. So I did mention it to you, and I want you to look at it and think back hard in your memory stone. When you put it in, the TS Orange has 2 blocks that hold the safeties, 1 on each side, and on the back of each of those, there's a spring. Did you happen to forget the spring, or did you only put 1 lock block back in? Did you have a little black piece left over when you reassembled the gun? So you should also tell McManus to pop the top off and take a look in the back corner where the hammer assembly goes into and see if it's missing on either side one of the black locking blocks. What are Wonder 9s? That's what they call double stack 9mm. And, technically a Browning High Power was the first Wonder 9, but double stack 9mm in semi-auto. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. I love glue. I'm never mean to animals. Just the ones I kill and eat. But I've never killed an animal. Just the ones I eat. But I don't eat animals. I'm not a vegan. What is a funky looking pistol on the left of the rock? That is called a Ramline Syntech. It is a polymer framed 22 long rifle. Do you do any reloading? No, because I'm afraid to get addicted to it. Plus, I just shoot random rounds. That's not a 5.7, is it? I didn't reassemble it. The guy who painted it reassembled it. But did you Dremel it? Ha! So ask Buck if he had any little black pieces that were left over or any springs that he couldn't account for. You got me yelled at and now I'm on the couch. Thanks, bro. Dude. Hey, Mrs. Hunter, I am sorry. Hunter didn't do anything wrong. Hunter is a good man. And he also said that he'll walk the dog and clean up after it for the rest of the week. And you don't even have to tell him to do the dishes. He's going to do that. He's also going to fold the laundry. Also, Alexa, order the Tower of Power dildo. How's your pet mouse doing? I threw it away. It bit me, so I threw it outside. Are those real hardware? Yep. Do cucumbers get mushy after unthawing when frozen? Anything that gets frozen, like completely frozen, cucumbers have a high water content, so when it freezes, the crystalline structure, water doesn't compress, but it does expand like a motherfucker when it gets frozen. So it can do that, so it destroys the internal structure of the item that's frozen if it's thawed out. That, it's going to be mushy-er. It's not going to be like super watery, or super mushy unless you really froze the shit out of it. Actually added that, what the heck. No, did it die? It's fine. I just threw it out into the field across the parking lot. It didn't like me, and I'm going to look at a dog. I am impressed. Thank you. Looks like your eyes expanded like a motherfucker. That's what happened. My mom left me in the fucking freezer too long. The shit's fucking expanded. Yeah, expanded. And now my eyes are like, what the fuck, man? It's also like when I went to Mars that one time and forgot my spacesuit. My eyes went, meh. So it's just a cumulative effect of being, me. As opposed to your small brain cells, which is a cumulative effect of being a dipshit. So, What do you suggest I take, especially when dealing with Syrians? Small bills. That way the negotiations take longer, so it annoys them and they'll eventually give up. What's the long gun in the middle? That is a Kel-Tec KS7. Our sawed-off's illegal. Not if you have the tax stamp for it. What are we naming this dog? Oh, it's still getting named. You guys paid for it. The one you haven't paid for is the cats. I'm going to get 2 cats. What kind of rifle is that? It's not. You mind that I am a furry? Only if you hump my leg. You picking up a CZ TSO or the C2? I've owned the C2. I'm not. And the TSO is with McManus, so I'm not. I hope the mouse didn't have rabies. Whatever. Fun way to die. What the heck? Who just asked if sawed-offs are illegal? It happens all the time, man. People don't actually know that shit, dude. I've had people bring me in pistol ARs with full stocks on them. I had one guy during the bump stock ban bring me a short-barreled AR with a vertical grip and a bump stock on it. So, a lot of people just don't know. Just tell everybody you fired Junior without the buffer in it. Now that side of your hair is jarred. Head is your jarred. Fired the AR without the buffer in it. Folks ask many things. This is also the internets. Thanks for breaking my TSO by throwing it. I will point out, McManus, that gun ran flawlessly until somebody else coded it. I never took it apart after I threw it. I just polished it. Somebody else had to fully disassemble it to change the color. He got into trouble. Yep, a little bit. This doesn't involve you, Stone. Look, send me my orange back. I will fix it, and I will consider letting you know whether or not I'm planning on giving it to anybody else. Also, McManus, I wanted you on here so I can tell you, make sure that when you pop the top off, look and make sure both of the locking blocks are in the back. It has a locking block for each side of the safety. If the safety came out, more than likely you lost the locking block, so you may need an extra locking block. I tell you what, McManus, send it out to me, and then I'll see if it can work. If it can work, then we'll work on a price. You came out of Diddy's closet, didn't you? You're fucking right, I did. I had to escape that motherfucker. That motherfucker was gross. He had like boxes of lube in there, and he had all these people tied up. It was just not for me. I had to get out of there in a hurry. But wait until next week, McManus, because my FFL's coming. He was rejected by the Diddy party. Dude, I was at the door. They're like, wait a minute. You can get us into a lot of trouble because you're a little Asian boy. I'm like, I'm 6'4". I'm taller than all you fuckers. And they're like, too bad. And then nobody paid me to wear the corset, so you guys couldn't tell how sexy I was anyways. Tell us your experience at Diddy's house. Sorry, I can't until the court case is over. It's a gag order. You know about gagging, right? When you gag on cock. Just saying. My wife is worried that I'll leave them anyway. I got to go get some milk. Well, the fact that you just referred to your wife with the pronoun them, you're leaving them. Where are the dumplings at?
In my belly.
Nah, maid outfit. Dude, I was going to wear a corset. It's right here. But nobody wanted to pay for it, so fuck you guys. 6'4" Asian boy, there's got to be a joke in there somewhere. La 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 la. Of course you would know. How many rounds did you get off before it started messing up? Hi, I paid for the corset. You paid $4. I said 500 or 400. Now accused of holding a woman over a ledge. That's crazy grip strength for a guy covered in lube. Not to mention when fucking Michael Jackson did it, all he got yelled at for was putting a thing over her head. Damn, bro's BDSM cosplay. You haven't seen my BDSM shit, dude. You can ask Stone and all the other guys that are on Discord. I got me some fucking toys. Don't be ashamed of your shit. If you're a fucktard, own that shit. I like to see people in pain. What the heck just happened? I don't know. What rifle is that? The one up there is a non-firing replica of a Winchester 1886. That one is a shotgun, a Kel-Tec KS7. So there is a picture floating around on Discord of my SIG 226 hanging underneath a 14-inch clear dildo. Just saying. You know the pump shotguns? Is that like the Muffin Man? That's right, Michael legit held his over a ledge in a story for a pin horror. Yep, exactly. How do you like the KSF? It was, yeah, all my guns are still mine, Stone. You've just been paying for an extended rental. Thought it was a Kel-Tec, looked like it. Yep. We didn't have enough of the internet back then, MC. Otherwise, he would have been on for like years. Bro, what the heck? Dude, sex toys are ubiquitous in the United States. If you don't have sex toys for your lady friends, come on. Dude, I got all that shit. I'm going to see you on Discord. Just go over to the Discord, man. It should be under the Pew tab. I'm not sure if there's a search function, but I did type in 226 Elite. Lol. You like Winchesters? Yes, my grandfather worked for Winchester. One of my favorite rifles is a model 1894 that was his, a 1939, chambered in 30-30. I do not have a Frenzy Auto. No, this guy's a gooner.
I'm a good boy.
Girls don't need a man nowadays because they got their toys. Dude, as long as she's happy, she's cooking me lunch. Plus, she keeps saying she can take them. How does this guy use a gun when his eyes are miles apart? Because, mister, I think I'm a fucking funny person but can't type a name that's even fucking reasonable. You shoot with one eye, you fucking dipshit. How do you fucking type with your brain cells so fucking far apart? I'm pretty sure they need to be a little bit closer for the neurons to fire. So you just have one dim one over here and one dim one over here firing once in a while and going, hey, I think I'm going to be funny on the internet. Yeah. Fucking come up with a better fucking joke or get the fuck off the internet. Go get a fucking job. Fucking pay taxes. Have a glorious and wonderful family. Die peacefully in your sleep. Have a wonderful life. But get the fuck away from me. Not the trail you thought I was going down, was it? Also, get fucked. There's a delay in the brain activity. Yep. That was weird. Phone just died. That's okay. It's an apple. Also, my left armpit is itchy. Don't know why. It's probably the cheese I'm storing in there. I love it here. We love you here. Hello, Denver. Pay taxes? Yikes. Yeah, I hate taxes. I'm moving to West Virginia. My phone died earlier. God damn. It's an epidemic. Get one of these. These things provide electricity to your mobile device, allowing you to use them for extended periods of time. Also known as a charging cable. Available at your local CVS, Walgreens, Best Buy, Tech Center, Circuit City, back in the day when they were still available. A lot of them use a USB Type-C. Now that Apple has moved on to it, everybody can have a universal charging device. That's right, a universal charging device that can be plugged into not only that, but this. Hey, take a look at this. This phone is now charging. Yeah. You're all fucking weird. You're fucking weird. How'd you know her name? Can't find the hole. It's like when I was drunk. Too expensive for poverty participants. I'm going to sell my Tactical Sport Orange to Joe to finance a new phone stone. Any recommendation? Oh, if you're going to sell it to me, I'm thinking you should get a new Nokia. Possession's 9/10 of the law, so you broke my gun when you threw it. I did not, McManus. Again, it worked fine until it was disassembled. If they hadn't fixed it, it'd be working. If they hadn't fixed it, it'd be fine. I have a shirt from Circuit City. You like bananas. You like peeled bananas. What's up, brother Masashalala? Mashalala. What's Mashalala? Wow, Stone sent you out a single shot wonder. As soon as you started talking about phones dying, I got killed in Elden Ring. Well, King Aerod, as they like to say in the KD community of online game players, get good, bitch! Nokia's double as a bludgeoning weapon, like the Galaxy Note 7 doubles as a grenade. But the Nokia still works afterwards. 5K in the drain. Yeah, don't buy a B&T. What's your favorite firearm? 1911s. Do I have any information on a 10mm Glock? Yes. Go to my channel and search Glock 40 competition pistol or not. Where I infuriated people by saying a 6-inch 10mm was a competition gun just to fuck with them, and they all fell for it. Also, go look at my Glock 19X revisit where I say blah, blah, blah. I'll take it apart and send you a picture of the upper, Joe. You can tell me if you think it's still in there. Oh, it'll be very obvious. So, yeah, just take pictures and send it to me. Bro, are you high as fuck? On life, motherfucker. Also, air, oxygen, methamphetamine, speed, crank, cocaine, sugar. I also ate the soul of a homeless drifter that I found on the side of the road. Well, he wasn't on the side of the road. He was actually in the bathroom at the McDonald's, but he slid his foot underneath the divider between his stall and mine. So I took that as permission to kill them. So then I took their heart and I baked it in an easy bake oven, but it was really hard because you have to squish it down to get it to fit in a little bit of a slot, and then you chop it up, right? And then you fucking snort it. And cooked heart of a drifter, man. Whoa! Anyways. I'm gone. You're welcome. This is too detailed to be fake news. Or so my friend tells me. Rose Jeffrey Dahmer. I am not Jeffrey Dahmer because I would never hurt an innocent person. Homeless drifters are not innocent. My left armpit still itches. You snorted a hobo? Yep. I'm a hobo sapien. Don't forget to hydrate. That's what his blood was for. I'd use that as my ringtone. I just need to listen to this guy for one more minute. I want to subscribe. Look, man. Homelessness is not a crime, but when you're wearing fucking brand new Vans while holding up a sign saying homeless need money for food, and then you turn down the fucking chicken nuggies that I hold out the window to you, fuck you. Would you eat a human if you was allowed to? No, not if I was allowed to, but if it was like the soccer team in the Alps that had to eat each other, fuck yeah. I'm eating you before I'm eating God. Get it? Meeting. It's kind of like how Eminem can write orange. I'm eating you before I'm meeting God. Fuck you, that was good. Bro snorted a whole hobo in the right nostril. Also, Dahmer ate cock. I don't have that desire. Range day is canceled. Yeah. By the way, do you have a McDonald's bathroom near you? They still make brand new Vans? Holy shit, the 80s really are back. Yep, there's a guy outside my local McDonald's every damn day, heckles me for money. Dude, so Stone knows there's this building next to me. It was called Ward's Plaza because there used to be a Montgomery Ward's in it. It's finally being torn down, but since all the businesses are gone, it's become like the homeless hangout for right now. I had a dude ask me to Cash App him $5. Can you help out a homeless guy? And then he claimed he was a vet, so when I asked him where he served, he couldn't tell me. Then I was like, dude, no, I'm going in there. I'm using a card. Can you take out cash? I'm like, fuck you, dude. You sure about cock? Well, everybody's gay for one reason or another. Like, if Ryan Reynolds wanted to suck you off, would you really say no? Meister Banana's eating some parts of me before she spits them back out. Walls. I am in the forest, so I think I'm screwed. You're all right. Just wanted to say the title of your stream is epic. Thank you, sir. I recently got my CHP in Virginia. Can buy a gun with a threaded barrel now without a Form 4. What the heck? What the hell's a CHP? You don't have to have a firearms license here. The only thing, if you're talking about a concealed handgun permit, that does nothing to bypass a suppressor. Threaded barrels are completely legal. You don't need a concealed carry in order to have a threaded barrel in the state of Virginia. I got to cop a feel. Yeah, you did. Yep, sure would. Yes, 100%. Got you. $20 is $20. Any hole's a port in a storm. EDC 1911, right? Yes, sir. Help me now. Why? What are they talking about even though I know that it's wrong? Your eyes are so far apart. One is witnessing the birth of Christ and the other is witnessing the rapture. Nice use of religion, but I will say to you, no, that's actually pretty good. I like it. Threaded pistol on a barrel on a pistol in California is felony. That's why you wrap Teflon tape in it until the threads are full and you just paint them black. I am not telling you to do that. Don't fucking take that as legal advice. If you fuckers sue me, I swear to God, I'll play this in court showing that I said, fuck you. I don't give legal advice to anybody. That's the least felony of concern when I go to California. I will make sure my lawyers play every one of these fucking videos. And if I'm going down, I'm taking every one of you motherfuckers with me. I'm not a snitch, but if you come after me, I'm coming after you. It ain't snitching if you're being a bitchin'. What was that part about the plumber's tape? I can't remember what I said, but something about doing things that you shouldn't be doing when you shouldn't be doing them, so I'm not saying it again. Fuck you guys. Oh, don't come, McManus. The blue hairs hate people who drop out of their mini club. What? Whom? Whom is that a threat to? Every one of the punk ass bitches who come in here thinking they can come at me. I will lose my modesty by saying this statement. I'm smarter than the vast majority of all of you, so there's nothing you can say that's going to surprise me, other than you're my fucking kid. I'm too stupid to opinion. Thoughts on Anderson manufacturing for ARs? Anderson is fine. Totally worth it if you're just looking to throw something together. Definitely a good starting point. Their materials are fine. But, you know, I wouldn't build like a competition gun out of just their parts. Dad, is that you? Fuck. Just tell your mom I'm still getting milk. Poverty Pony Actual. Sorry, is it really an AR? Technically, yes, because just like in 1911, the AR has become a platform versus just a name brand. Now, if you look at all the manufacturers, the only ones that can put AR-15 is Armalite. If you look at like the Colts, I believe they call those like M4s and other things. Diamondback calls them DB-15s. Radical calls them RF-15s. FN calls them FN-15s. I'm pretty sure the DD7M whatever, that's what Daniel Defense does. So there's a legal right to the name versus the platform. How many of those guns are for self-defense? The one that's loaded sitting in front of me is for self-defense. When in California, if the pistol has a fixed magazine, it could have a threaded barrel, so it's not completely illegal. I did that text like that to be a smartass. I know you did, Hunter. Fine, you're still invited. I was looking for a new father anyways. Yeah, you don't get any of my shit when I die. Because it'll all be used when I die. Most definitely not CIA. No limit to how many pistols I can buy a month in Virginia now, right? Since I got a concealed permit. Correct. Before then, you could only buy one a month. Now that you have your concealed carry permit in the state of Virginia, you can buy as many handguns as you want. Can I play with your Nerf guns? How did you know I called my testicles that? And no. Is that Sid from the Ice Age? Why do I feel that cat has licked your taint at least once in your life? Later, Zaxxon. I'm about to dip out. What about the 2011 name? Again, that's a trademark name. It's owned by Staccato. They're the only ones that can call them 2011. I work at a haunted attraction in October. That situation actually happened to me. Someone looked me in the eyes and said, "Dad, is that you?" I told him exactly what you just said. Concealed carry permits is an infringement. So until we repeal the ATF and the NFA, it's the lesser of the two evils, whereas if you don't get it, you get in trouble. So until you become a lawmaking person, and I'm suggesting this, join legislature, Senate, Congress, whatever you need to, and you can push through a law that says we don't need them, then they'll go away. All laws are infringements on two-way rights, but of all the ones that are out there, it's one of the easiest to get by because you're not registering any individual firearm. You're just allowing the state to know that you might have a gun on you. And again, unless you are somebody who is violently opposed to government, in which case, I don't know if I fucking trust you with a gun anyways, you January 6ers. Yeah. You do own a legit 2011. I got mine for $15. I don't feel infringed. Yeah, it's one of those things we had to in this state, so. You own the second hand? No, McManus. Staccato is STI. The gun they manufacture is a 2011. They're the only ones that have the rights to it. Would you believe I'm federal judge and former federal official? Cool. I don't know you from Adam other than the streams, my guy. So I'll take you at your word until somebody proves otherwise. Say somebody in my house passes, can I take their firearms even if there isn't a will? Yes, as long as they are legally allowed within the laws of the state. If they have a suppressor or a short barrel of anything that was registered, unless it's explicitly left to you in a will, it has to be surrendered. Can I play with your airsoft guns? Oh, how'd you know that's what I call my nipples? It's time to lock in and oil up. No diddy. If I'm going to oil up, there's diddy. In my state, it is 100% for the permit, 100 for the class, so 200 to get your CCW. Not sure what it is now, but it makes it like 3 years ago when I got mine. Well, that's just the state being greedy, motherfuckers. Why is the slide missing? Because it's a grip module. It's not a slide. And the reason I have them up on the wall is because they're $400 fucking grip modules, so I might as well put them out there. You an ass man or a tits man? I'm actually, now I know since I'm out of shape since all my injuries and shit, it's kind of facetious for me to say, but I'm a fit girl guy. They usually have more of an ass because they're doing more squats and stuff. Sorry. And when you're really fit, you don't have big toots. Unless, like me, you're going to get fake ones. When do we stop pretending it's all for defense? When do we stop pretending that you're actually not trying to be an anarchist? Because I don't look at them as all for defense. The vast majority of my guns are for shooting purposes, sporting purposes, fun. I have 3 that I would say are for defense at any given time, and the rest are just tools. Fake tits is fine. Fit girls like dad bods. Yeah, that's because they don't want somebody that's as fit as them, but that's fine. I don't really have a dad bod because I can see my dick when I look straight down, but offense towards tyranny. I'm an anarchist law. He's just an asshole. He also breaks a lot of guns. He managed to break a $2,000 CZ. That's all I'm saying. What is a grip module? You're the first person I've seen talk about them. No problem, King A-Rod. Several manufacturers, including SIG, Beretta, and Springfield, you can take the trigger and the rear part of the gun, which I call the control unit, the trigger pack, whatever you want to call it. That whole unit can come out of the grip of the gun, and that grip can be exchanged for different sizes, different brands, different materials, because the serial number is on that piece of the gun rather than a Glock where it's underneath the pick rail of it, or other guns, some of them like Walters, they put them on the back of the frame. The fire control units are, the grip modules allow you to change it. So you can take one control unit and create a compact gun, a subcompact gun, a full-size gun, whatever you want to, because that's all that's serialized. You fuckers sent it to me broken. No. When I gave it to Stonehaven, it worked 100%. Stonehaven gave you a bad gun. You're going to send it back to me so I can fix it, and I will pay you what it's worth. Was told it's $200 for NFA tax stamp. Not fond of that, considering all I want is the item I want. I'm so broke. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a federally controlled price. Most def. And believe it or not, that is actually one of the only things they did right with NFA, because when it was instituted, that was back when suppressors were $3. So they made a $200 tax stamp, because to come out and say you can't have this accessory would have caused massive backlash. So they made it prohibitively expensive by making the tax stamp 100 times more expensive than the item you were trying to buy. But it was instituted as a legacy tax by the IRS. So for the entirety of the NFA, the tax stamp for short barrel rifles, shotgun suppressors, and destructive devices will always be $200. It cannot be increased. It can only be abolished or decreased. Did McManus break it or receive it broken? I don't know. It's shot every time I've shot it. I've shot it twice since I gave it to Stone, and it worked 100% for me. Is it bad that I can say mine looking down, or is that a plus sign? If you're fat and you can still see it, good for you. You're pleasing a lot of people, but I'm able to wear pants without a belt. I don't like to talk about politics, but again, since your cat licks your butthole, you probably have your own opinions on it. Have a good one. So what? I can't believe you actually had the fucking nuts to type something else. God, what a dipshit. If the government can have them, so should we. That's a mentality. Deal. The Ruger LCP serialized the same way, just not a market for modules. Yeah. Also, it uses pins to hold it in. Mrs. Mouse gave me a fruit roll-up. If I didn't know you as well as I did, drunk, I would think that you just went on the Rainbow Parade. It came broken. Charging it knocked off the safety and lost it forever to the desert. I have a new one on order, though. Yeah, but like you said, you may need those blocks before you put that safety on there. Otherwise, it's going to pop right back off. So there's 2 blocks with springs behind them. They push forward on the detents for the safeties. And if the safety came out, more than likely, if it was even in the gun, it's gone. It might be tucked down inside the hammer pack for the gun. So open it upside down and see if any black piece drops out, because it's not going to come with your safeties. Boom, boom, boom. What, having a cat lick your butthole? Bruce, that's weird. Shit, I'll check. Yep, it absolutely is a mentality, one that started this country. No, this country started because we didn't want to pay taxes. It wasn't that we wanted things. We just didn't want to pay taxes. Rip my text not seen. Didn't see it, Hunter. Sorry. My dad has a 30-06. My mom bought it for him off the side of the road. Okay. Teammate is done. Fuck, where would I find those blocks and springs? CZ probably. Maybe from like Cajun Gunworks might carry them as replacement parts. Your BDSM is weird. Don't kink shame me, motherfucker. If I want to fucking tie myself up and shove something in me, that's my right as an American citizen. Also, the male G-spot is in the butt. Email sent. Gotcha. What do you think about the MG42? Never touched one. Not a real one, anyway. Definitely weird if peanut butter isn't involved. Poor cat. Hey, if the cat's willing to do it, I guess. Anyways, we're done talking about that. Racial slander? Did you actually put that in brackets because you were trying to? Okay. Apparently I just ordered something from fucking Google. Oh, I love fruit roll-ups. We didn't want the Federal Reserve. Hamilton tried to bring the reserve to the country in 1850, was shut down, then brought back on Christmas, even in the mid-1910s. Yeah, you realize that we broke away from English rule back in the 1700s, right? So you said it's what we were founded on. We weren't founded in 1850. We were kind of getting ready for a civil war in 1850. So, just saying, if you're going to be pedantic, you might as well be right. Have a good one. Are we talking women? No, the male G-spot is the prostate, and it's in your ass. Well, you access it through your ass unless you're going to sound, which is when... Anyways, we're not going to talk about that here. How did you like shooting it before it broke? What did this chat turn into, bro? Dude, I'm not afraid to talk to you guys about shit. I'm not inhibited. If I ever run for office, play this fucking video. If the U.S. public can't handle me talking on a live stream, we got bigger fucking problems. What do I think about ghost guns? They're rarely ever built well. Example, the CEO murder in New York City. So, you know, he'd have been better off if he had used a stolen Glock. There, I fucking said it. Ghost guns are stupid. And people that build them usually don't know what the fuck they're doing. It came with a vise and a little thing to tell you how to fucking drill it out. Yeah, okay. And then you use a hand Dremel and your hole that was supposed to be straight down is at an 18-degree angle. And you wonder why your trigger sits like this. That's awesome. Oh, do we have that many likes? Dude, I've been an offensive prick to people tonight, and they love it. We was founded on the 3 BS beer blunts and big booty bitches. Ah, big booty bitches. That's my favorite Dr. Seuss. I would hit that in a car. I would hit that in a bar. I would hit that on a train. I would hit that on a plane. Big booty bitches everywhere. Big booty bitches. Pull their hair. I think his printed suppressor didn't have a Nielsen device. So yeah, it's a combination of everything. He literally built everything. He didn't even use a Glock slide. If you look at the picture closely, it wasn't actually marked Glock. So literally everything he used, he probably had a 3D printer for everything, and then he shipped all the shit to a P.O. box kind of a thing in parts. Some people have a Dremel and a Dream. I prefer my 07 with SOT. I hear you, dude. You're just playing GTA 6. Okay. I wouldn't hit that dirty hole, not with a 2A, 4, or a 10-foot pole. Ah, nice. Not all big booty bitches are hoes. There's a big difference. You can be a hoe and a big booty bitch, but you can be a big booty bitch without being a hoe. I have never not once done things I didn't mean not to do. Sir, can you explain that? No, I can't. I don't even understand it. Is it possible to test the PMD 505? I already did that shit. I've taken a Dremel to an explosive barrel. I think you mean expensive. And I believe McManus has that as well, doesn't he? So when are you sending me my CG to fix so that I can fix it like the fixing it needs? Oh, you have the dropped-in one? Gotcha. Ever shoot a black powder weapon? Nope. I'm not wanted for any crime, so I can have actual guns. Man, this guy's a dick. Man, this guy's dick is big. What? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Shut up. It drops into every 1911 I have. Well, that's because you never shoot any of your 1911, so we don't know if they're actually functioning. I've got a Singer. Does it work? I don't know. So you got a paperweight that says Singer on the side. I got one of those. Has thread in it, and it goes. Anyways, we're at 10 o'clock, so I think it's time to go to bed. Also, sorry, I don't mean to riz you, McMahon, especially since you're sending me a new CG75 to work on. Night. Hit the like if you hadn't, subscribed if you aren't. Come back on Monday. We're going to have some fun. And if you want to contribute to the debauchery that is the Jiminy Show, the first 2 hours of the next live stream, if you donate enough, I will put the corset on. Although it takes a while to tie it up, so it might be on when we start. Ryan, good to have you, guy. RJ, see you tomorrow. Where, at the range? Sorry, can't. I'm selling a ring. You getting a new one? I got a used one. Lols. Hey, question, do you have a Kimber 1911? Yes. Promise this. Hey, if you guys want to pay for it, I'll do anything stupid you want. You've already gotten $4. Good night, I'm still working. Yeah, but you're still stacking them rackums. Shirtless corset? I don't know if you want to see my hairy chest, so I might wear a tight shirt. I have one of those Under Armour shirts that I'll wear, but since I don't have fake titties, it won't matter anyway. If I had the fake titties, I'd wear them. Also, it says a lot about you motherfuckers that you want me to wear a corset. Miss Mouse says she thinks you want to put the corset on. I've worn corsets. They're fun. They make your girlfriend really fucking cringe when you go to the gas station wearing one. Don't you still owe from last week? Nope. That has been converted into something else. Also, nope. Shut up, Bruce. Dude, back in the 1600s and 1700s, men wore high heels and corsets. You have guns, yep. I'm paying you to come to the range. Why'd you wink? What do I also have to do? Am I cleaning up brass? That's weird. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Asaba! Asaba! I don't know what that means. Why would you take it back? High heels were made originally for men. Yes, they used to think that it was a status symbol to wear high heels, and then the women stole it all. Corset. Corsets are fun, dude. They hurt. Anyways, I'm out. You guys have fun. Plus, you'd be surprised what you can get your girlfriend to do if you're willing to dress up stupid. Ooh, what did they say? Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm hitting this button, then I'm going to bed. Bye!